Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Monday, August 14th, 2023, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ ORION NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got the Seattle Mariners versus the Kansas City Royals. First pitch is going to be here in about 9 minutes. Let's go over the thumb and go over the starting lineups. Let's get into that. Let's go, baby. I figured with Logan Gilbert, doing so well, recently that I should, honor him with the 12K performance that he had and then put him on the thumb. And I decided to, try to find a cool pose for him just because there's some that are out there. But when you end up getting 12Ks, in your last start, and you start off like 4-5, 5-5, and then now you're 10-5, you definitely deserve to be able to get put on the thumb. That is big facts. So I got my boy Logan Gilbert on the left, and future phenom that came into the league last year with Julio Rodriguez. We got Bobby Witt Jr. I see you. All right, leading off for the Mariners, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Batting second, third baseman Eugenio Suarez. Batting third, big dumper, catcher Cal Raleigh. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, right fielder Dominic Canzone. Batting fifth, first baseman Ty France. Batting sixth, left fielder Cade Marlowe. Batting seventh, DHing for Seattle tonight, Mike Ford. Batting eighth, playing shortstop for Seattle tonight, Dylan Moore. And batting ninth, second baseman Josh Rojas. And on the mound for the Mariners, it is Logan Gilbert. Let's go. 10-5 record with a 3.66 ERA. Let's go, Walter. Let's go, Logan. Let's go, baby. And I'm really like the image. I was trying to find a really cool one for Logan. And obviously after the 12Ks or a big performance, a little fist pump. I love it. Let's go. And let's get into the lineups for the home Kansas City Royals. I got a spinning logo for them too. Your boy puts in the work. Leading off for the Royals, third baseman Michael Garcia. Batting second, playing shortstop Bobby Witt Jr. He can play third base too. Batting third, second baseman Michael Massey. Batting fourth, cleanup hitter, catcher, Salvador Perez. Batting fifth, left fielder, MJ Melendez. Batting sixth, DHing for Kansas City, Nelson Velazquez. Let's go. Oh, Velazquez, baby. Batting seventh, first baseman Matt Beatty. Batting eighth, right fielder Drew Waters. And batting ninth, center fielder Kyle Isbell. And on the mound for Kansas City, Brady Singer. 8-8 record with a 5.05 ERA. And I'm losing myself a little bit here. It's 105 degrees here in Oregon. I have never experienced heat like this into my knowledge of living here for all 41 years. So I don't really, it's supposed to be 105, 106 for 3 days straight. So I don't know. I mean, we got AC in the living room and I got a couple fans, one in the living room, one here on me, but it's still not good enough. I need to be able to have an AC unit in here. So it is a little bit hot. But again, when you got dreams, you got to grind it out. And then I pumped out 4 reaction videos earlier today as well. So your boy obviously grinds, and grinds some more, even in 105 degree temperature. Megan in the building. What's good? How are you? Sarah in the building. How are you? Hopefully work went well for you. Let's get to 100 in donos. Let's do it. Yeah, send me some rain over here because my God, it's like going outside. I took Paisley for a walk. I woke up at like 5 a.m. We went at like 5:45. And even at like 5:45, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., it was like 70 degrees. So you already know that it is super, super hot. And then even last night, the coolest that it cooled down from 100, I believe, was only 68. I mean, that's not good enough. I need to be able to feel like 50, 60-degree temperature when I have my window open and I got the fan in the window blowing that cool air in. So it definitely a little uncomfortable. But again, you got to grind, 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 baby. Let's go. Let's get it. And I appreciate the share there on the Twitter X. So Logan Gilbert versus Brady Singer today. Then we have Emerson Hancock versus Jordan Lyles tomorrow. Luis Castillo versus Alec Marsh on Wednesday. And Kirby versus Zerpa on Thursday. So we'll decide on what we want to do, either football or the Mariners on Thursday, just depending on who's going to come in and support. And then obviously get into the reaction videos on the weekend. And we will cover, something, either the Mariners or, some of the preseason games. So I'm probably not going to do a lot of the preseason games. We'll do a few. Maybe we'll do Thursday and one on Saturday, one on Sunday, depending on my schedule. But we will do reaction videos to 90% of the games, if not 100%. Now, if I end up doing like 4 reaction videos tomorrow, I believe that would be every single game in week 1, which is more than anybody else. So, as long as I keep continuing to do that, week in and week out, by the time we get to week 1 during the regular season, the views should spike, knowing that I'm back doing them. And that'll help us get over 20,000. I think we only need about 160 subs. And I know we're going to get that through the reaction videos because there'll be plenty of people that don't watch the live streams, young kids, kids in middle school, high school, college kids, people middle age and over 40 that are looking for someone to react to the NFL highlights. And there are not a lot of them, out there. There's a few of us that do it, but it feels good to get back into the mix. And regardless if the views are going to be a little low on a lot of the reaction videos, you got to put them out immediately. You got to be able to put them out as soon as the game ends and the NFL films, puts it out. Boom, you got to put it out within the first maybe 30 minutes to an hour. That's how you're going to maximize your views on those. But if you're doing a live stream, let's say like Sunday Night Football, then that's going to take away some of the time of the reaction videos that I could do in the afternoon. But again, I have to be able to do games as well. So Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night, we will do games there. I'll do reaction videos after. And then maybe I'll do a morning game. And then in the afternoon, instead of doing an afternoon game, I'll start pumping out reaction videos from those morning games and then get a few of those out before, we get into the, Sunday Night Football. So that's my game plan to kind of go that route. And we obviously have the Mariners on the cusp of the playoffs as well. And if we make the playoffs, that should get us a little bit of a spike in viewership and possible subs and likes and donos. So, I got to be optimistic. I'm going to work harder than anyone else. And as long as I keep putting in that grind, eventually good things got to happen for us. I mean, eventually you can't be hated on forever. You got to be able to hit the algorithm. And then not only that, get some support from people that are a part of the channel and newbies coming in. So I'm going to grind it out and hopefully we have some good luck. Sarah with a tour. Thank you so much to get us started before the game started. That's always essential. 98 to go, and hopefully we'll get some people to come through and show love. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang, $2 holla. So with the Dalvin Cook signing not going to Miami and now going to the Jets, that definitely puts the Jets as the front runner to finish in second behind the Bills. So that means that if Tua gets hurt in any way, they're not even going to be able to keep up with the Jets. And we know New England is the worst. So Dalvin Cook, Aaron Rodgers, Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, you got some pieces there on the offense and the defense, and Quinnen Williams, Sauce Gardner, the New York Football Jets, Jets. Even if they don't make the Super Bowl, even if they don't make an AFC championship game, hell, if they just make a wild card and win like 10 or 11 games, that's a success. And you never know, you got the Chiefs, right? You got the Chiefs. You got them. So you don't got to worry about them. All right. After the Chiefs, you got who else? The Buffalo Bills. Who else? The Cincinnati Bengals. Who else? maybe, the Ravens, maybe the Steelers, but there's got to be another team that could be maybe the fourth best. Kind of like I thought with the Saints and maybe the Seahawks as sleeper teams in Green Bay if Love plays well. I'm thinking, maybe Chiefs, Bengals, Bills, and who's to say that the Jets can't be number 4 now with Rodgers, Brees Hall, Garrett Wilson, and Dalvin Cook if they stay healthy. Pretty sexy, if you ask me. Let's go. Top of the first, 0-0. Pitch right down the middle for Singer to Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, baby. Pitch is outside, 1-1 count. I mean, like I said, I always want people to grind, but, just for example, look where I am, look how hard I work, and I'm getting hated on. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it, but you have to have proper expectations. I've been doing this for 11 years. I've pumped out 1,700 live streams and reaction videos. I'm almost at 4 million views, and I'm not even near my potential. And so, like I said, if it's something that you want to do it. But don't get discouraged if you're not getting the views, you're not getting the subs. Like I said, there's a lot of people that are extremely talented that aren't getting the pub and love. So, just make sure that, you don't put yourself into a depression mode or an anxiety mode. You got to be able to understand YouTube is the hardest thing to break through in anything that's out there on social media. If you're a video gamer, you can get into it with the Twitch, but that's primarily for video games. If you do YouTube, there is so many YouTube channels out there, millions and millions. It's very hard to break through. So if you're going to be committed, do it. But if you're not going to be committed, then don't do it at all. Just being 100% real. If you're not going to grind and you're not going to, commit, right? You just can't expect us to do a little bit and then I'll have these amazing results. I'm grinding just as hard as anyone on planet Earth and I'm getting hated on. So, and I'm not trying to discourage you, but I have to give you proper expectations, where I feel I'm one of the best in the world and I'm not even getting the love that I feel that I deserve. So, if you have dreams that you want to do that, do it. But if you're going to do something, you got to do it 200%. You got to do it like me. If you're not going to do it like that, then don't do it because you're just going to get disappointed and discouraged. You got to give it your all. You can't give it half. And if you only can give it half based off your schedule, work, and other obligations, then I would just recommend not doing it at all and, trying to come up with other things like working on your book or working on other things on maybe other social media. Because like I said, YouTube is one of those things, it's going to, chew you up and it spits you out. And if you're not mentally strong, you're going to get depressed. You're going to get anxiety. And if you already suffer from those two things, it'll trigger it. So just trying to keep it 100 and keep it real. But if you want to do it, do it. But if you can't do it 200%, don't do it at all. Just trying to save you a little bit of heartache and whatnot, because even if you did go 200%, there's no guarantee that you're going to get the results that you're looking for. YouTube is very, very difficult. Look at me. I'm streaming almost fucking every day. Sometimes I'm doing multiple things in a day, right? I'm doing a lot of preparation. I'm doing film study. I'm reading. I'm dedicating my life to this shit. This is my legacy, and I'm still getting hated on. So keep that in mind. And like I said, if you're going to give it your all, do it. But if you can't give it your all, don't do it because you already have anxiety and depression, and it'll trigger it. 100% it will. Because like I said, I know with me, if I didn't have Paisley here, there's been some days where it's been very low, even for me. So. Yep. And like I said, you are my friend, right? And I care about you. And obviously I want to be able to take care of you. And I want to be able to give you real expectations and give you the real. I mean, you've seen it. You've watched me and Brandon and other people. You've seen some people have, kind of easy success. And you've seen people like me that are hated on and that are struggling at times, which I don't feel that it should be that way. But again, the algorithm and everything that's going on with it, it's tough. But again, if you have low expectations and you're not going to get upset if you don't get the views and subs or the donos, down the road, then go ahead, yeah, do it. But if you, for a second, aren't going to be able to commit 100%, and you have issues with anxiety and mental health, depression, that's one of those things. You think you're putting in all of your eggs in one basket, and then all of a sudden, you don't get what you want or what you feel you deserve, and then you can get down into a little bit of a rut. And I don't want to see you go down that rut if not, if we can prevent it. But if this is something that you want to do and you believe that you can do it and you can dedicate the time and go that route, you may get results that you're looking for. You may not. You know what I mean? Like, it's like when I do reaction videos, hell, I might get 60 views on one and 2,200 views on another, just hitting the algorithm and whatnot. Now, do I do every single one the same with all that energy and fire? Yeah, my 50, 60 view reaction video is just as good as my 2,200. Doesn't mean that video sucks. It just didn't get any, push. So, I hope that, if that's something that you want to do, go for it. Go for it. But of course, Brandon will keep it real too. And anyone that's in this game, to even get to 10,000 subs, it's fucking insanity. It is so difficult to grow on this platform. Not impossible, but again, there's only, I think, 2% of, however 40 million or however million YouTube channel, only 2% total have 10,000 subs or more. So it shows how difficult it really is. You remember that guy, Jay? Jay, where'd you go? Jay, where did you go? Oh, sorry, Jay. Sorry, Jay. There you go. And like I said, I just want to be able to give you proper expectations, with everything. I mean, look, I finally figured, thumbnails, background, voice, preparation, a plan, work ethic, passion, dedication, and all that. And I'm still getting hated on. You know what I mean? So, not to discourage you, but I have to keep it real. It's not like I'm sitting here and, we have 100 to 500 people in the room and it's all been easy breezy cover girl. I of course think we can get to that point, but it's like, it's a long road sometimes on the tube. So. And the bottom line is also, to be 100% real, right? You have to have talent. If you don't have talent, you're not going to be able to make it on YouTube. So you have to have talent. You have to have a voice. You have to have the dedication, the passion, the energy. You have to be creative. There's like so many factors. Good thumbnail, background. Like, you just can't have one thing. You have to have all of them. And even if you have all, there's no guarantee you can pan out. That's what is kind of discouraging sometimes. But again, I sacrificed a Jordan rookie worth 20, 30,000, which is going to be worth 100,000. So if I didn't believe in myself with my skill set, of course I would have never done it, So, but if you feel that you want to do it, hell yeah, do it. But just don't get upset if you don't get what you think that you deserve or it's slow. You got to make sure you give yourself the proper expectations. And if you can, yeah, you'll be fine. Bottom of the first, 0-0. Michael Garcia in the box. Let's go, Logan. 12 Ks in his last start. It's all good. You know what? A lot of times you get these newbies in here talking shit, and they don't even sub to the channel. They'll never donate. Relax. This is my channel. Like I said, if I want to talk to some people that are important to me on the channel, I'm going to talk to them. I mean, life is not going to be over. It's 105 fucking degrees. I didn't even have to do this stream today. But again, it's all about the chat etiquette. If you want to disrespect me, right, you're going to get booted immediately. You can disrespect other channels. They'll keep you around because they want the sub. So I'm not desperate like some other channels, right? So that's how it goes. I wanted to give you my 2 cents before I started calling the game, because like I said, I care. Now, if I didn't care about you and, I'm like some of these other YouTubers, whatever, I could give you false hope, and kind of, just lie to you and whatnot, but again, I can tell you from my experience and as well as, where you're at mentally. And then as long as you're okay with not growing and things being difficult, yeah, do it. But if you have this expectation that you're just going to blow up and, you got to keep it real. Like I said, it's one of the hardest things to do on planet Earth to be able to grow on YouTube out of any social media platform. So there we go. There we go. And like I said, I hope you didn't take those words of, being a hater or, discouraging you from doing it, because that was the opposite that I was trying to convey to you. Just so many things are in line to be able to be successful. And even when you have those, it sometimes is, it's challenging. So, but again, you got a good group around you of people, and whatever makes you happy, do it. Even if it's just talking Seahawks, like focus just on Seahawks only, which is, I imagine, is what you planned on doing anyways. You could do Seahawks, you can do Kraken, or if you just, do your teams, and just do it like that, just Seahawks or Seahawks Kraken. There you go. And then you can build a little Seahawks Kraken family. That's what I would do if I was you. I would do Seahawks, I would do Kraken. I would stick to those two things. 1-1 pitch. Little chopper to Gino, barehanded. Ty France, safe. Damn it. Bobby Witt Jr., he's fast as hell. All right, Michael Garcia is on. That's not good. Come on. Come on, Logan. Even Kansas City gets the spinning logo. Bobby Witt Jr., my favorite player on the team. I got to see him play as a rookie with Julio when I got my Julio ball. He's awesome. He can play third base, shortstop, very versatile. And then we got second baseman Michael Massey. Get him. There we go. And then this guy is from the OG, World Series teams from years ago when the Royals had about 2 years when they were one of the best teams on the planet. I think this is the only original member left on the team. All right, come on, Logan. I ended up getting some new photos for you. Come on, baby. With all that energy, with all that passion right there. That's what we need from you, Walter. Big swing and a miss. Yo, what's good? How are you? I'm good. It's 105 degrees here. Fucking, it's insanity. I am did 4 reaction videos in here, and it's like one of the hottest parts of the house, and then busted out the game. So I'm grinding. Bottom of the first, 0-0. Runners at second and third, 1 away. Yeah, and I'm always going to give it to you 100%, whether Brandon does or not. I don't know him, but I would assume he would tell you the same, thing as well from his experiences too. So no problem. I'll always keep it 100 with all the people I care about on the channel. No matter what topic we talk about, always honesty, loyalty, respect. I don't have any tattoos, but if I end up getting that'll probably be what I get in kanji characters on my arms. Honesty, loyalty, respect, because if you have that, we're going to get along. Plus, if you end up liking things like football and wrestling, then we're really going to get along, or baseball or hockey or NASCAR or some of those other things. All right, bottom of the first, 0-0, 105-degree temperatures in Oregon. It's hell. 2-1 pitch. Chopper foul. Perfect. That's exactly what I would do. 100%. So you already got the game plan. I would make it either just a Seahawk channel or a Seahawk and Kraken channel. 100%. That's exactly what I would do. That's what you're going to be the most knowledgeable of, what you care about. And what you care about, you're going to show the passion, right? And that's just the bottom line because O-Dog said so. The more passion you have, then it comes across as more genuine, right? I was watching a little bit of that game too before this game. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And having a plan is very important on on a streaming platform too. And you're a person that writes in a planner and things like that as it was well. Back, gone. Oh, 3-0 Royals. And just like I said, Salvador Perez, the OG, one of the last ones from the World Series roster. He said, you know what, Logan Gilbert, you think you're good? Bang, 3-run homer. You're not. Electric start for Salvador Perez and the Kansas City Royals. Why? It's because it's 105 degrees here in Oregon. That's why. We'll come back. Yeah, well, you do what you are the most knowledgeable of. Who cares if he has a Seahawk channel? What, you can't do it because you have a love for the Seahawks and and you're a different age. So you have a little bit more knowledge with the Steve Largent and the Jim Zorn. So I would kind of go towards that. Go towards, stuff from when you remember 70s, 80s, 90s. Maybe, talk about the old school times, and going over that type of stuff. That's the type of thing. You got to know who you are, and if you have a little bit more knowledge on the old stuff, even though you have a lot of knowledge on the new stuff, you can blend it. You see what I'm saying? Brandon ain't blending the 70s, 80s, 90s. He ain't doing the Steve Largent, Jim Zorn like you. You see? I'm an idea guy. Okay. So you do it like that. So I would assume, even though you might be 2 years apart, he's probably not going to, he's going to be doing more of the current, you know? And then you can kind of tap into something else and your love for the Kraken, which he doesn't have. We have it, but he don't got it. Maybe one day he'll hop on the wagon once we start going to the Stanley Cup or something like that. Just being a Seahawks streamer hopping on that wagon, the bandwagon. But bottom of the first, 3-0 Kansas City. Melendez struck him out. 2 away. Ay, ay, ay. 3-0. Nelson Velasquez. DHing for Kansas City. We got to stop the bleeding. Some Josh Downs. Okay, I got you. $2. Let's get to a hundo. 98 to go. We can do that. Yeah, he's going to have to do it on his own. You know what I mean? Like I said, the only thing that's going to make him, jump into the dark side, is if we make the Stanley Cup and we win, or we make the Stanley Cup and the hype will be too much for him to ignore. And then he'll end up maybe, saying, "Fuck it, let me see what this is all about." And then he may not be a super fan, but he may do it to try to get subs, views, and donos. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what I would assume. He's either going to do it then or he'll never do it. That's kind of, if you're not into it, like I said, then you either got to jump in, at some point, and believe the hype, or you just say, nope, I'm just going to do Seahawks. So, bottom of the first, 3-0 Royals. Gilbert, big swing and a miss. Velasquez, 2-2 count. Come on, Logan. Come on, baby. I even got you in your college. I got you, baby. 10-5 record, 3.66 ERA. Probably just went up. And that was my reaction with his mouth open right there. 3-0? Come on, bro. You had 12 Ks last start. But we had some emotional losses to the Orioles, who are now ranked the number 1 team in baseball. And we barely lost to them twice. So we might fight them again in the playoffs, but we're still one of the best teams in baseball. They got us ranked right now like 7th or 8th overall, so I'll take that. I like it. I thought it was either going to be the Jets or the Dolphins, but now it takes the Dolphins out of the mix. If Tua gets hurt, they're fucked. Big strikeout there. Finally gets out of the inning 3-0. But now the Jets are a 10-12 win team. So you got Rodgers, Brees Hall, Dalvin Cook, Garrett Wilson, Quinnen Williams, Sauce Gardner. You still have holes on the offensive line and the defense, but the offense looks kind of sexy. So it'll be the Chiefs, the Bengals, the Bills, and now probably the Jets could be the 4th best team in the AFC. Possible. 10-12 wins. Just like I have, the Eagles, the Niners, the Saints, the Seahawks, and possibly the Packers. And with like the Saints, the Seahawks, and the Packers, all those teams could end up winning 10-13 games. So, those are there's a shift now. But again, we don't know if Dalvin Cook can stay healthy, as well as Aaron Rodgers, as well as Garrett Wilson, Brees Hall. But if they do, they could be the 4th best team in the AFC now. So I think it works pretty well. And then Zeke ended up signing with the Pats, which means he'll get a shitload of looks. I'm not sure really what that means for fantasy, because he's going to be able to have to kind of share carries with 2 to 3 other backs. So the fantasy value is probably not that high, and their team is garbage. So they're going to finish in last place. He pretty much took it for just the money, and the Cowboys were like, nope. I know you're Dak's best friend, but nope, we're going Tony Pollard, and maybe a little Deuce Vaughn, Tony Pollard. And they should have went Tony Pollard 2 years ago, but they are stupid, and it took them this long, but at least they, they found it. They figured it out. Maybe 2 years too late, but it is what it is. Yes. Oh, my buddy's like, boo. I know. I was like, God, we already down 3-0 already. It's like this 105-degree temperature. It's wild. Lauren helping out on the Twitter. Thank you so much. And it's hot as hell here. I have never experienced 105, 106 ever in Oregon, to my knowledge, unless I was little, right? And then to have it for 3 days in a row, 100, 105, 106, 104, like 4 days in a row of 100 to 106. I don't know. This is Oregon. I'm very confused. Zeke is still a good back. He can still get you 1,000 yards to 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns. But the thing is, he's not very good from the 20 to the 20, and he can't catch the ball as good as I feel as Pollard, and he dances too much. Left, right, shift this way. Like, go downhill, and that's why you lose all those yards. You're not Barry Sanders, like, know your role and do what is best for you. But Pollard is way more athletic and more agility, and he's got a little bit more pop in his legs and a little more pep in his step, and a better pass catcher. Hits the hole as soon as Pollard sees the hole. Foot down, boom, he's gone. And that's why he was getting like 10 carries, 90 yards. Zeke was getting like 15 to 20 carries and getting about the same. So it's like, imagine Tony Pollard getting all the carries or most of the carries. There we go. Amazing defense there by Bobby Witt Jr. Damn it. Top of the second, 3-0 Royals. Freaking Dom couldn't get it going there. It's all right, Dom. Next up, first baseman Ty France. Let's go. Someone send me some rain, please. Come on, Ty. Alex Collins passed away. Oh no. How? But again, sometimes people buy into name recognition, and sometimes you have to not be like with the popular, like when they vote guys into the Pro Bowl and the All Star. And there's another guy that's a no name guy, Mike Smith. Who the fuck is Mike Smith? I don't know, but the guy's got 30 homers and he's batting 310. And then you decided to put someone else like Julio ahead of him. That's wrong. That should not happen. You give Mike Smith his flowers. But a lot of times people don't do that. They always get the popular. Even when their career is coming to an end, like a Mike Trout, they'll put a Mike Trout in over a Mike Smith, and it irritates the hell out of me. I get it. Certain guys are Hall of Famers, but if you're not good, and you don't deserve it, but don't put them in. You have to earn it. That's kind of how I feel. Cade Marlowe is up. Top of the second, 3-0 Royals. 0-2 count. Let's go, Cade. I know you got the custom Air Force Ones and the J's, baby. Let's go, Cade. Pitch is high, 1-2 count. Good eye. Oh, no. How old was he? How old was Alex Collins? Couldn't have been that old. Pitch is inside, 2-2 count. Two pitch, struck him out. Damn it. Oh, you know it, dude. I got one in the fridge. I got another one right here. So good. And then they have sales now, so it's either buy one get one free at your Safeway or 4 for $5. And it's the best value for something that tastes good. That's not Gatorade or Powerade, which costs a little bit more. Those would be like 2 and some change each. But if I can get buy one get one free for $2 or 4 for $5, and these things are 32 ounces, they're not 16 ounce or 20. So for me, I get kind of I don't get sweaty, but I get, kind of hot once in a while. And I like to be able to, grind it out. Sometimes I yell and, your boy needs a little refreshment. You feel me? Snapple apple, baby. 76. And I'm over here with 106. What the hell is going on here? 28 years old. That is so sad. Sad, sad, sad. Prayers up for Alex Collins. That's wild. Let's see who up is next. And then let me get you your photos here. Josh Downs. Okay, let's do it. And he might be one of the best third round steals in the draft. So as long as they can get him the football and use him as a weapon. Now, if they can't get him a football, then they're going to have to figure it out in a couple years and whatnot. But hopefully, they can build some chemistry with Richardson and Josh Downs. That is Sarah's third round draft pick. I got a couple vintage photos here, so that way we can look back. North Carolina. He looks like an athlete. Let's go. So fresh and so clean. They might be a basketball school, but those football uniforms look pretty sick. No lie. All right, bottom of the second, 3-0 Royals. Come on, baby. Ugh. 106. Man, I wish I had your guys' weather. Pitches inside for a strike, 1-2 count, but it's still not gonna, I'm not gonna not work, regardless of how hot it is, I'm gonna grind it out. So come on, Logan, let's go, baby. 1-2 pitch to Beatty. Pitches outside, 2-2 count. But Jets games just got a little bit more fun. Obviously the Dolphins are probably upset that they didn't end up getting him. Because now, that would have helped with Waddle and Tyreek and Tua. But now if Tua goes down, or even if Tua stays healthy, I'm not sure if Miami's going to be able to beat the Jets. I mean, the Jets might end up having that second spot now in the AFC East locked up behind Buffalo. The only thing they can hope for is injuries. 2-2 pitch. Chop foul. Bottom of the second, 3-0 Kansas City. Come on, Logan. 2-2 pitch to Beatty. Pitch is low, 3-2 count. We'll give love. 3-2 pitch. On the corner, and he walked him. Fuck. Next up for the Royals, right fielders, Drew Juarez. Not a very good start for Logan Gilbert today. But I still put him on the thumb. Thumb turned out good. Pitch is inside, 1-0 count. The magic number is going to be 5 runs and 7 to 10 hits. Hopefully we can get there. Yeah, but Zeke, Dalvin Cook, finally, we have some news on the NFL side. And then, again, trying to pump out as many reaction videos as I can. I think I've done all of them except for 3 or 4. So it just depends on, I guess, if people, want to see the Jets and the Panthers highlight, which was like, something ridiculous, like 27-0. And then the Browns highlight, the Broncos highlight, and then there might be like one other. So I guess if I depending on how hot it is and whatnot, but I might end up just doing those tomorrow. So that way we'll do the game for the Royals and Mariners again at the same time. And that's what I'll do in the morning. So a lot of fucking games. It's like 16 fucking reaction videos every week. Fuck. Besides the bye weeks, that's a fuckload. But if it helps me get over 20,000 subs, then it's worth it. And that's the goal. We need to get over that number. We have to. Only like 160 away. It's ridiculous. 1-2 pitch. Bottom of the second, runner at first. 1-2 pitch from Gilbert. Pitch is outside. 2-2 count. He definitely is not hitting the zone. Come on, baby. We need you, Logan. 2-2 pitch. Got him. There we go. Finally. Out number 1. Third strikeout for Logan. Mariner Moose is out. Nice job, bro. Keep it going. Bottom of the second, 3-0 Royals. Come on, baby. We got to get out of this. Popped up. Get a Cade. There we go, Marlowe. In the same spot that JK would be in. 2 away. Yeah, give me some updates. Oh, Julio Rodriguez pop collectible night. There you go. Yeah, keep me updated on Raw. Obviously, I'll get the replay a little bit later. So, all right, no problem. Top foul. But hopefully Raw ends up being pretty good today. Hopefully, an 8 out of 10 or a 9. But sometimes we get Raws and SmackDowns, NXT, Dynamite, and Rampage and collisions that are like 5s. 0-1 pitch to Garcia. Come on, Logan. What do I need to do? Do I need to put up multiple photos of you? Do I need to talk to you? Do I need to give you encouragement? Come on, baby. Even throwing it back to the college days. Let's go. Stop fucking around. It's 106 degrees out here and I'm fucking streaming. There we go. Golly, right over his head. Garcia, 2 for 2. I see you. My goodness. Michael Garcia. Well, Logan's not pitching well. And then great. Next up, shortstop and third baseman, Bobby Witt Jr. This could get bad right now. And then you got Massey and Perez after that. This is not going well. This could be 5-0 in a matter of a blink of an eye. Oh, brother. Pitch is low. 1-0 count. And keep me updated on anything else sport-wise. If anything else drops in the headlines, keep me updated. I mean, I can look at, myself as well. So he was playing in the USFL, former Raven and Seahawk Alex Collins. So sad. Bottom of the second, 3-0 Kansas City. Runners at first and second, 2 away, 2-0 count to Bobby Witt Jr. Pitch is high towards his face, 3-0 count. Oh, this is not good. It's the second inning, and we might have to pull him already. You got to calm down and find the zone, my guy. I mean, I didn't put you on the goddamn thumbnail for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I could have put anybody on there. I didn't have to pick you, but I did because you had 12 Ks last start, and you started to turn the corner. You're 10-5. Oh, it's miserable. There we go. But luckily, I always wear cut-off shirts and shorts, so it's just I can get used to it to a certain degree. But at least I got Paisley walked early this morning, and then I'll do it again at like 10 or 11 tonight. But even last night, it was like 80 when I walked her. Oh, golly. Another base hit. Bases loaded for the Royals. Like what? We lose to the Orioles twice, and now we're just giving up? What the fuck are we doing here? Ooh, what you got going there? Dude, you're all about the pies and the cakes lately, bro. Okay. What kind of Flavor Town do we got there? I actually just got done watching the Gordon Ramsay, his recent show with, going into the competition and whatnot. They have like Next Level Chef, and then they have Master Chef Junior. I mean, the guy's got so many different shows. But not a good start for Logan on the road. Logan at home compared to Logan on the road is a little different. And the shitty thing is like the Royals are a terrible team. There's like the A's and the Nationals. Like you should be able to get no hitters off these guys, not have them put up a no hitter on you. Golly, or just beating us up like this. Big swing and a miss. I mean, it's the bottom of the second. It's 3-0. They got bases loaded, and it could easily be 6-0, 7-0 here in a minute. Like it's the second. Like How do you go 10-5? I mean, this is going back to the old Logan where he was like 4-5, 5-5 when he sucked, and his like confidence was gone. Shot foul. Brownie cookie cake and a lemon burst cake. Oh, it sounds delicious. Man, if the game keeps going like this, I'm gonna have to, I don't know, go to a bar, dispensary, something. My God. Come on, baby. 0-2 count to Massey. Let's go, Walter. Pitch is low, 1-2 count. No worries, no worries. Have fun, and we'll talk soon. Bottom of the second, Royals up by 3. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Massey in the box. Popped up. Thank God. Thank God. Cade Marlowe. Boom. Leave him stranded. 3-0 is a hell of a lot better than 6-0. All right, I got to go get like another Snapple or Monster or something. Let me go grab something from the fridge. All right, I'm back. All right, Mike Ford is up next. Let's go, baby. Top of the third. We're already down 3. Come on. Oh, we'll give Singer some love. I'm not a hater. Cool photo. Look at that face. Because I'm about to beat your ass, he says. And the sad thing is, Brady Singer is 8-8 with a 5.05 ERA. We have to be able to beat this team. Come on now. No disrespect, but come on. 2 doll hairs. Let's get to a hundo. 98 to go. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Brady. Mike Ford has been on a cold streak. At this point, you might as well put in Tom Murphy at this point instead of Mike Ford, honestly. Next up, shortstop, Dylan Moore. Let's go, Dylan. Another reason why we started losing, too, is J.P. Crawford is out of the lineup with a concussion. So if he didn't ever get hurt, we would have been winning these games, even the ones against the Orioles. I truly believe that. Damn, 103. I think it went down a degree. Never seen it hot like this for 4 days in a row ever, and we're only on day 2. Like imagine walking at night from 10 p.m. to midnight, and it's still like 80 out. What a throw to first! Wow, Bobby Witt Jr. is amazing. Jesus, there goes Dylan. Next up, second baseman Josh Rojas. Come on, baby. Let's go, Josh. So hot. Fuck. 3 for 6 for 4 runs last series against Baltimore, which is surprising. Rojas popped up. Routine play. Now we're going to the bottom of the third. Rough start. We'll see who's up next for the Royals. You know, if I had AC in this room, I think it would be a little bit better, but I mean, we got it in the living room and we got a couple fans going, but I mean, hell, when it's 100 to 106, it's like you need to have it in every room, but you know, you got to be able to do what you got to do. All right, next up for the Royals, 1-for-1 with a 3-run blast on the Mariners. Salvador Perez, and that exact face right there. I should have known picking that photo that was going to happen. Batting second, 0-for-1 with a K, left fielder MJ Melendez. And batting third this inning, DHing for Kansas City, Nelson Velasquez. Let's go. 0-for-1 with a K. There's no more of this. You already had your 3-run homer. No more. Let's go. Maybe he was pissed I didn't put him on the thumb and I put Bobby Witt Jr. on the thumb instead. Let's go. Oh my God, so hot. Perez pitches high. Get him. There we go. One away. There we go. Mats. Uh-oh, what happened? Come on, Mariners. Bro's going to lose like 10 weights or 10 pounds in this stream with everything that's going on. Can't even lift weights in this kind of weather. Oh, one pitch from Gilbert. Big swing and a miss. 0-2 count. But as long as we keep giving them their dues and their pub, then hopefully it'll come around for us. In the box, left fielder MJ Melendez. Come on, Logan. Let's go to the stat line real quick, take a peek. So Logan, 2.2 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 4 Ks. Okay. Singer, 3 innings pitched, 0 hits, 0 earned runs, 0 walks, 2 Ks. So even though he's got less Ks, he's more clean in the stat line, obviously. So another strikeout for Logan. All right. 4 Ks for Logan. I think all the games start around 5 o'clock for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then the Thursday one is the early one. Yeah, and then I'll either do that game and Thursday night football, or we'll figure it out. There we go. End of the third inning, 3-0 Kansas City. All right, due up for the Mariners. Time to wake up. All right, time to be able to bring it now. Okay. 0 for 1, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Come on, J Rod. Wake up. We need you, bro. We can't win this game without you. If you play good, we play good. If you don't play good, we're not. And we don't got JP Crawford right now either. So it fucked up everything. But we need you more than ever. Come on, Julio. Batting second, 0 for 1, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. He can get a rally going. I like him a lot. And batting third, 0 for 1, catcher, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. And I love Cal Raleigh. Like I said, he is one of my favorite players on the team. I'm not really sure what number he is, but he's in my top 5. So it's like Julio, Suarez, Raleigh, Kirby, Miller. Maybe those are my top 5. So I like JP Crawford too. So, I mean, if I have 6, then I got to put him up there too. Oh, unbelievable. What do we have? So they have 3 runs on 5 hits, and we have nothing. 0-0. No runs, no hits. And when you come off a series against the O's when you could have swept them, or won 2 out of 3, it's rough. It hurts a little bit, especially when you could have possibly won those. But hopefully we'll be able to turn it around. Any other news that you want to be able to share? Katie Woo with a little Wilson Contreras update. Top of the 4th, 3-0 Royals. Come on, baby. Already down 0-2 in the count. Come on now. Fouled off. Come on, Julio. I don't know what I need to do to get him going, but we got photos for days. You got 1, you got 2, you got 3, we got 4, 5. Chop foul. 6. That one's sweet. I really like that one. But what would be really sweet is if we can bust this out. I mean, grab the trident. Why not? We need you, bro. Be electric. Be the guy that we think that you are. Let's go, baby. 0-2 to Julio. Fouled it off. Come on, baby. You see one of the good ones that's out there? 0-2 pitch. Right down the middle. Got Julio looking. Oh, my God. I guess when it rains, it pours, huh? It's hard on the road when people are, against you and whatnot. Next up, third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. One of my favorite players on the team. Brings the energy normally like Julio. But yeah, I would say probably Julio, Eugenio, JP for his positional players. I mean, I like Kelenic. I mean, there's a lot of guys I like, but I'd probably say JP, Eugenio, and Cal Raleigh as well. So those 4, and then Miller and Kirby for pitchers. Castillo also. So if I have a fantastic Super 7, I guess that's my Super 7 for now. But if I had to pick a top 3, that would be a little bit tougher. I don't know what my 3 would be. Like Miller, Kirby, and Julio? Because, I mean, I've still got a lot of love for Cal as well, and some of the others like JP. But if I had to go 4, I would probably go Julio, Cal Raleigh, Bryce Miller, George Kirby. I think those would be my 4. But it's tough. Very close. Come on, Gino. Fouled it off himself. 2-2 count. Let's go, baby. And I love Dino. He plays with a lot of passion. He's a good defender. He's a good two-way player. And I really only think there's a couple guys that are better than him. Manny Machado, Nolan Arenado, and then there's that second tier of third basemen, and Eugenio is in that second tier group after those two. Big swing and a miss. Got him. That's rough. Next up, big dumper catcher Cal Raleigh. Let's go, Cal. Chop foul. 0-1 count. I mean, you wouldn't think that they would be putting up like a no hitter on you, obviously in the 4th inning. It's the fucking Royals, for Christ's sake, but it's baseball. Come on, baby. 0-1 pitch. Cal popped up. What an easy inning for them. Wow, this is tough. All right, let's go to the bottom of the 4th. Trying to look to see what other games are. Wow, Atlanta just started to beat the brakes off the Yankees 8-2. Wow. Miami up 4-1 on the Stros. I like that. Mets 6, Pittsburgh 2, Cardinals 1, Oakland 0. There you go. All right, next up for the Royals in the bottom of the 4th, 0 for 0 with the base on ball. First baseman, Matt Beatty. Batting second, 0 for 1 with a K, right fielder, Drew Waters. And batting third, 0 for 1, center fielder, Kyle Isbell. Come on, baby.
Sorry for getting you addicted to cat videos. We're cool now, right? You too lucky I didn't suffer any permanent psychological damage. Let's go. Shotgun! Don't run! Hold up, guys!
My Rolly thing on the mouse just stopped working. So after this stream is over, I'll have to figure how to get that going again. Bottom of the 4th, 3-0 Royals. Come on now. Probably because a lot of the other Mariner fans aren't in the building. You got to be able to support together. I saw that. Yeah, your boy does a lot of reading. Interesting that he's doing that, but if that's something that he wants to do and they're going to give him that particular title, like an intern professor type thing, good for him. I mean, he's got the 4-head, 6-head, 8-head. He's like an alien, so he's got plenty to share. Strike 3 called. There we go. 5th K for Logan. Nice job, baby. Keep it going. But you gave up that 3-run blast, and it wasn't like a solo shot. That's a killer. Pitch is low, 1-0 count. Come on, Mariners. Let's go, baby. 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. 0-2 count. Come on, Logan. You can do it, baby. Young Logan. 0-2 pitch. Smoke him. Pitch is outside. 1-2 count. But without JP Crawford in the lineup, it's just like the overall energy is just dead out there. Unfortunately, it's a big part of the team. Can't win without him. Whether he plays leadoff or they put him in the 2-hole or the 9-hole, like he's the perfect guy to have at that leadoff spot and to start those drives, and that way Julio gets on after him. But if Julio's batting leadoff and he can't get shit going, who the hell is? It's very hard to get that momentum going. Pitch is low, 2-2 count. Reflect in the building. What's good? How are you? We're just down 3-0, unfortunately, to the Royals. Salvador Perez with a 3-run homer early, and we haven't been able to hit at all. No hits. We're just getting smoked out there. It's like after we lost those, couple close games, the Orioles, since JP is out of the lineup, that's why we're losing. If JP was leading off, I don't think that we would have lost those last 2 games. I think we could have swept, honestly, or won 2 out of 3. JP is that instrumental on offense and defense. So big swing and a miss. Oh, they called it. He got a little foul tip on it. Yeah, I mean, he's the last guy that was on that World Series roster, I believe. When they ended up having that 2-year stretch where they, went to the World Series, about a 3-year stretch, but 2 years in the World Series where they were very, very good. And he always kills us. Salvador, always homers or big singles, big doubles. Every Royal game I remember, he always does something. I don't think there's been a game that I remember that he hasn't done anything. Yeah, and Julio ain't it. You know what I mean? Julio is not a good decision maker. What's the weather like where you're at, Reflect? It's like 105, 106 here in Oregon. It's kind of hell. It's ridiculous. We're going to have 4 straight days of 100 to 106. So it's like I take Paisley for a walk at like 5, 6 a.m., and then it's still like 70 degrees. I took her for a walk last night for like a 45-minute walk. It was like 80 at night at like 11. But she wanted to walk, and she was okay, so. 3-2 pitch to Waters. Ripped foul. Kauffman Stadium. But, JP is kind of the heart and soul. It's like you got guys like Julio and Eugenio Suarez that have energy, but they need that guy, the leader, the leadership role, the guy that can talk them up, and also get on base and show by example. And we don't got that. The Ichiro, the D. Gordon, the JP Crawford. You need that guy. Leadoff hitter is very, very important. And again, when JP and Julio start early, we win. When they don't start early, we lose. And when we don't get to 5 runs, we lose. 7 to 10 hits, we lose. So it doesn't look like we're going to get anywhere near that at this point. To go bags? Yes. For real. But like I did like 4 reaction videos, and even when I was doing them in the morning, like I've been doing videos. I did videos from like 9 until like 2, and it was like golly, I think it hit 100 degrees at like 11 or something like that. So I was like, oh my, this is nuts. And I've lived here my whole life, and I never remember a 4-day stretch this hot ever. 100 to 106 for 3 days in a row, 4 days in a row. I mean, that's just unheard of. Yeah. Global warming, El Nino. Come on, Walter. High fly ball popped up. Canzone's got it. He had an amazing bat flip off his homer, one of the best I've ever seen. Wow, really? And obviously, with the fires, they can start so quickly. We've had it in Washington, in Oregon, and even California. The West Coast, when it gets dry, I mean, all it takes is a little bit, or some idiot, try to do some like arson type shit, or playing around, fireworks and whatnot, or they think it's not going to be a big deal. And then all of a sudden it hits a bush or, somewhere in like a meadow. And then all of a sudden you got acres and acres and acres that they can't control, you know? Sometimes you get these dumb people doing dumb things, but also sometimes it'll be just due to dry conditions or like a lightning strike at one point or another. And yeah, I mean, we've seen it. We've seen it out here in the Pacific Northwest for real. Safe at second. God, we can't get anything. Yeah, I just can't wait for August to be over. I mean, I like summer when I can see the sun and it makes me happy. You get the vitamin D. You feel good. You got that pep in your step with the sun. But when it gets too hot, I like 70 to 80 or like 70 to 75 with a breeze. But anything over 80, it gets a little bit more uncomfortable for me. 90 and up, really uncomfortable. And like at this point, I'm ready for hoodie season. I'm ready for that September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May weather. I like it where it's a little gloomy, a little rainy, but I need to see the sun a little bit. But if it rains, I'm cool. But at least give me one sunny day in 2 weeks, so it's not like 14 days in a row. Give me 12 days of rain or cloudy and a little bit cool, right? And then a little bit of sun break, and then maybe 1 day or 2 days of sun, but it's still cool. I like that, and I love that type of weather, the fall, football weather. And I don't mind the rain. I know sometimes people get the depression and the anxiety with the rain and whatnot, but I don't know. I guess just living here in the Pacific Northwest, it's not as much as Washington and not as little as California, but I feel with Oregon it's kind of the nice balance where it rains but not as much as Washington, and then obviously it's not as hot as it is in California. It's just like right in the middle of both areas, which I like. But Washington is the closest thing to Oregon based off the demographics and the geography. Like if you looked at homes and neighborhoods in Washington and Oregon, you couldn't tell them apart. They look exactly the same. Yes, November, please. Yeah, give me some September, October, November. Give me some football season, and give me some Halloween, right? Give me some Thanksgiving, yum 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 yum, and then give me some Christmas, New Year's, right? I don't know. I kind of like it, and then I like being able to have the window open and having the fan in there, and then that cool air coming in, and it just feels good. That 40, 50, 60 degrees. Some people can't handle it, but I'm always warm all the time. So that's why I never wear pants. I always wear shorts and cutoff shirts. Like literally, my whole wardrobe is like I got a lot of wrestling shirts and jerseys and whatnot. But oh, they did a review. Got him. Okay, there we go. Well, we're still down 3-0, but hopefully we can figure something out. I'm ready for the hoodie season though. But again, I like being able to have my arms free and my legs. I don't like wearing, I mean, I should like wearing sweats, but it's just, I don't know. I just get too hot. I think it's because my dad is Czech and I have a lot of European, Czech, Russian type of European blood. And a lot of people are really warm all the time. I know my dad is too. And I don't know. I just never have been really a big khaki or sweats or pants guy. But if I was gonna go that route, it would be sweats. I comfy sweats like some Nike or team related ones, that were nice and soft and stylish. Yeah, maybe I would do that, but I don't know. I just like to being able to have my legs open and free and my my arms as well. I don't like t-shirts. Don't like it. It could be like wintertime and I still want to wear a cutoff. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, we got one of the AC units that is like a tube that goes in the window, and then you like tape off the window, close the window, and it's got a tube that goes attached to like a piece, and then the tube goes into the machine, and then you get the cool air. So we try to get it to be like 62, and that was my dad's extra one. And then I got a big fan in here, a little fan in the other room. But when it's this hot, you need to have like almost an AC in every room to be really, really comfortable. But you know, it is what it is. It's only going to be 4 days, and hopefully, we'll get closer to September, and I don't have to feel like this. So, but it's not going to affect my performance, as far as grinding or taking Paisley on a walk. I'm going to make sure that we still get our exercise each day. So. Gilbert 4 innings pitched, and giving up that 3-run homer was just ridiculous. But again, it's either Logan gets hot right away or it takes him some time. But in that time period, if he's not on, yeah, he's very liable to give up a homer, 2-run homer, 3-run homer, and that's what happened today. And I just knew it too, and I almost jinxed it too because as soon as I pulled up, I was like, oh, of course I do the home run photo after he blasted that. I should have known better. Canzone, one away. Come on, Dom. Next up, first baseman Ty France. And then at this point, when things are like low like this, who's going to get us out of the slump? And why is Mike Ford so DHing and not Tom Murphy? It's like Julio, Suarez, like Cal, they all get going when other guys get going. And then once those guys get going, then guys like Ty France get going, right? So if you don't got JP, it shows you how detrimental it is to the lineup. Not only does it affect the guys right after him and Julio, Suarez, and Cal, but then if those guys don't get on, then you can expect almost nothing out of Ty France and everyone below him. I mean, it's not being a hater. It's just fucking being real. I mean, we watch every game. We know. Appreciate you guys too. But doing reaction videos in a hot room, not ideal. But again, if I want to be able to get to 20,000, I got to be able to work harder than anybody. Which means if I got to do 4 or 5 videos and a live stream, then that's what you got to do. And like I said, I think let me look at the ones that I have left. All right, so I've done literally every reaction video except Commanders, Browns, Broncos, Cardinals, Jets, Panthers, and Chargers, Rams. So if I do those 4 tomorrow, then that'll be all of them. So I might as well. I mean, like I said, I'm not a lazy person, and if it's hot as hell, what the hell am I going to be doing? Just sitting there, Like I am watching Star Wars Andor, which it's kind of like the Mandalorian. There's like those like spinoffs, so I'm trying to get caught up with some of the ones that I haven't finished. So, but that's what I'm watching right now. Before the stream and after the stream. 3-0 count to Cade Marlowe. 2 doll hairs. Let's get to a hundo. 98 to go. There we go. We walked Cade. I like it. Next up, DHing for Seattle should be Tom Murphy. Why the hell is it Mike Ford? I mean, for a guy that was really, really, really hot, I mean, this guy is really, 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 really cold. I mean, he's so overdue for a homer, it's not even funny. So if he can get one here and he can get 3-2, then we'll be in the good graces of the Mariner fans. But if you can't homer today, I mean, at some point or another, you got to start scaling back the playing time and situational at the end of the game. Then maybe Mike Ford in the 8th or the 9th. But I don't think we should be playing him anymore. I think we should be playing Tom Murphy every day with Cal Raleigh. You just decide who the catcher is, and the other is the DH. Facts. If you want to win, especially with no JP Crawford. I mean, especially when you got Dylan Moore and Rojas in the lineup and Mike Ford. Like, what are we expecting from the 7, 8, 9 hole? Nothing. Ford popped up. Fucking A. Go to the bottom of the fifth. Nothing as usual. This is crazy. This is like we're playing against like the fucking Braves or something, or like the Astros. Like what are we're playing the goddamn Royals. What is going on here? But again, it's that not JP Crawford and then losing those emotional losses against Baltimore. We haven't got over it yet, apparently. Ay, 106 degrees. Mariners getting their ass kicked, turning into a sweaty dog. If you got dreams and goals, that's what you got to do. All right, next up in the bottom of the fifth, 2 for 2 with a run, shortstop and third baseman phenom Bobby Witt Jr. And I'm really happy I got to see him play against Julio when I got the Julio ball. Very cool. Batting second, 0 for 1, second baseman Michael Massey. Hi, Paisley. And batting third, 1 for 2 with a 3-run bomb, catcher Salvador Perez. Paisley just peeked her head in here, looked at me. Daddy, she said, it's hot. But a lot of times, Mariner fans won't realize, why are we losing? Like, why is it going like this? And a lot of times they don't look at the statistics, but I did have some good statistics for you. Because I know, you're one of the only people besides a couple Sour and a couple of the other people that will appreciate it. But I got a couple stats here. One good and one kind of scary. So MLB whip leaders. Number 1, George Kirby. Number 2, Nathan Eovaldi, Texas. Number 3, Logan Gilbert. Number 4, Zach Eflin. And tied for 4th, Luis Castillo. So we literally have 3 of the top 5 in whip, right? But the problem with what we got going on, starting tonight, the Mariners have 26 games in 28 days, 20 of 26 on the road, 2 separate 10-game road trips, 0 days off in the road trips. So even though it might be on the lighter end, fatigue is definitely going to play a factor, and it's going to make or break our season. We're either going to do really, really good or we're going to crumble. So hopefully we can get JP back because we need him. Like more than anything. He's more valuable than almost anyone in that starting lineup. Pitch right down the middle. 1-2 count. Garcia is also 2 for 2. We have to find a way not to pitch right down the middle. Otherwise, he's going to go 3 for 3. Yeah, Service is a fucking idiot. 2-2. Chopped it off himself. But I'm always going to look up those extra pieces of information, whether I look them up myself or I have a reliable source, that is so hardcore into stats like me. We're going to go at it, and sometimes I'll know them, sometimes they're just some rando, that is just love stats like me, and then I'll be able to do my digging and I'll find stuff like that. The whip thing is nice, but the road games, that's a little scary for me. There we go. At least we got him out. Yeah, they're on a win streak. Obviously, that's terrible for us. It's like, the Mariners are like the Blazers or a lot of teams where you play down to the competition. We get up for the big games like the Astros and the Yankees, right? But then when we play teams like the Royals and the A's, we're like, oh, we're going to win. And then we end up getting our ass kicked like royally. No pun included there or intended. Astros, Reds, Dodgers, Rangers, Rays. Yeah. And it sounds like Wander Franco might be going to jail or something, investigation. I know that there was a guy that brought that up before, but it seems like the MLB is doing a little bit more investigating based off his social media. But if you're like an MLB ball player, like what are you doing with a girl that's under 18 or under 16 or however the hell old the girl is? I mean, if she's like 14, 15, 16, what are you doing? Regardless if you're from a different country or not. I mean, so that's kind of good on for the fact for all the teams, not the Rays. But if you're a Rays fan, that's absolutely terrible for not only him, but for the future of the ball club. because that was like kind of the phenom. That was the Julio Rodriguez of the Rays. You know, all his rookie cards just went down. And I know there was a lot of hype with Wander Franco, like a lot. Like the Julio hype was just as big as the Wander Franco hype. So I'm not sure if it's just like fake news or if there's a partial truth to it, but not good. Not good. But I believe the MLB is investigating some kind of social media post, like on Instagram or Twitter or something. And I'm not sure if it had a picture or he made a comment, but supposedly, I don't know the exact age, but if I had to take a guess, I would assume the girl is like 14 to 16 and something of that nature, under 18. And obviously, Wander Franco is older than that. So I don't know. I don't know. The pedo culture in America is very, very high, you know, across celebrities and just people that are out there. So, but if you're a millionaire, I mean, what are you doing with a girl that's 18 or under? Oh, he missed it. Can zone. Why? Oh no, they're gonna get a inside the park homer. He's gonna go all the way around. Inside the park homer. You got to be shitting me. 4-0. And that's Bobby Witt Jr. there. And, you know, he's superstar for them. And that's what happens when you don't focus, right? That's what happens when you don't believe. And that's what happens when you don't keep your eye on the ball. And as good as you are, you know, Dom, you know, with your home run, now you're on everyone's shit list for giving up an inside the park homer. What the fuck are you doing? You just don't care? What is going on here? And I know he didn't do that on purpose, but Jesus Christ, dude. Inside the park homer. Yeah, he did lose it in the lights. And Bobby Witt got that speed. 4-0 Royals. Come on, sports gods. I mean, it's like 106 degrees and I'm grinding it out. Come on. Are you really going to do me dirty like this? Inside the park. Fuck. Bottom of the fifth, 4-0 Royals. I still do this, though. All day, every day. Yeah, he lost it in the lights, and then he ducked his head, and then it went off like the tip of the glove, and then, yeah, terrible. But again, you know, and when it rains, it pours, right? Fouled off, 2-2 count. I mean, you know, it's like we need 5 runs or more, 7 to 10 hits. At this point of the game, I don't even know if we can get to 2 runs, let alone 4. Like, and we're talking about the whole game. We might not even be able to get 1. It hasn't looked very good. I know 1 inning can change everything, but Logan is getting fucked up. I mean, to go from 12 Ks and, you know, now he's going back to that, you know, the early part of the season, Logan. You know, when you were 4-5, 5-5, and you were losing your confidence. But he had so many good games in a row up to that point, and then had 12 Ks in the last start. So I decided to put him on the thumb. Maybe I should have put someone else, but I figured that he earned the right to be on the thumb with Bobby Witt Jr. But I did not think that they would combine for inside the park homer. So the fist pump should probably be on the other guy. And also going with Thornton in the Oriole game instead of Saucedo was a mistake too. So you live and you learn. But well, there goes Logan Gilbert. Let's look at his stat line here. Oh, terrible, terrible. And then my mouse rolly thingy stopped working, so everything is just, you know, when it rains, it pours, I guess, right? But at least I can still click on it, and I got to unplug the mouse and plug it back in, I guess. And I even threw up a new photo for you, and that's the emotion we see with that face. Why? Brother. All right. So Logan Gilbert, 4.1 innings pitched, 7 hits, 4 runs, 2 walks, 5 Ks, 98 pitches. Terrible outing. None of this screaming. None of this, but I'll even give you a throwback because me and Reflect, we still like you, but it's just rough. It's rough. And let's go with Singer, see what he's at. Obviously, much better than us. That's what I get for giving so much extra love to the other team, huh? All right, Brady. What do you got? 5 innings pitched, 0 hits, 0 earned runs, only 1 walk, 4 Ks. The Mariners are terrible today. 8-8 record with a 5.05 ERA. Let me say that again. 8-8 record with a 5.05 ERA, but we can't even get a hit. That's what happens. That's called the J.P. Crawford effect. When you don't got J.P. Crawford, you're just straight booty cheeks. Okay? When you have J.P. Crawford, good shit happens. Defense, and you get good shit here. But concussion dog. The worst timing to have that kind of injury, too. But at least it wasn't season ending. Yeah, 106. That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't even get normal temperatures in the 80s until Friday. So, Saucedo, let's go, baby. Yes. I'm always going to be looking to, have some unusual things or older things and whatnot. Yeah, we're tired. And also just the emotion out of it where we lost 2 games that we should have won. And now in the power rankings, the Orioles are number 1, which good for them. But we're still like 7 or 8. So it's not like we're shitty. I mean, we were the hottest team up to that point. But, obviously the travel and just the emotional loss at home. They tried to do it for that Felix Hernandez, ceremony for the Mariners Hall of Fame. Both my best friends went separately and didn't even know. But they didn't go for the bobblehead. They went for the T-shirt night when all the legends were there. And it's kind of sad because you get to see all the legends except for Randy Johnson. I don't think he considers himself a Mariner. You know what I mean? Like, you always get it from, like, Edgar is there, Ichiro is there, Griffey's there, Felix, the celebration. But as far as, like, Randy Johnson, he went to USC, got drafted by the Expos when him and Pedro Martinez was there with Oil Can Boyd and Marquise Grissom, right? Andres Galarraga. Then we got Randy Johnson in a steal, played for us, played great. Then he left. Had Diamondbacks with Curt Schilling, Yankees. So he bounced around. So I would assume that Randy Johnson is a Diamondback in his brain. He's not really Mariners or Expos or Yankees, or I would assume Diamondbacks. That was the most important time in his life with the World Series, with Curt Schilling, Bloody Sock. I assume that's, but I know he's a professional photographer now, and he does concerts, hip hop, rock, country. He does, live events for basketball, baseball, football. He's really good. But it's like, it'd be cool to be able to see him show up on some of those like celebratory things. I don't want to see Alex Rodriguez because he's a bitch, but I would love to see Randy, but he's just not part of the clique. He ain't a part of Ichiro, Griffey, and Edgar. He ain't a part of the clique. He's one of my top 5 for the Mariners, but he ain't a part of it, unfortunately. And I wish he would be, but he's busy, I guess, right? He's trying to do his other passion that was, besides baseball. It was always photography. And he's done it since he was in high school and at USC. So, Randy. All right, end of the 5th. We're in the top of the 6th.
I wish I could motivate Mordecai and Rigby at work.
All right, baby. Next up, shortstop Dylan Moore, 0 for 1. It's unbelievable. Guy's got a 5 ERA and he's 8-8. And it's like we're playing against Verlander or Garrett Cole just on one. Or any of the top dogs, It's like, what's going on here? But the lineup was shitty. When I looked at the lineup, I was like, oh God, the back end of the lineup looked terrible. No JP at the top of the lineup. You can't always count on Julio, Suarez, or Cal to be first to get it going. So then if they're off, then you're really screwed. And then you sit and you're like, okay, we need 5 runs, 7 to 10 hits, but then you end the game with probably a run or 2 and a couple hits. Well, it's a recipe for a disaster. That's what I'm thinking too. He had the no hitter and he had a lot of memorable years for us, but I would assume he's Diamondbacks first, then Mariners, then maybe Expos, and then Yankees, depending on what he appreciates more, where he first came in, but obviously where he added the big chunk of his career, Mariners, and then with Schilling. So I would assume his rank would be, Diamondbacks, Mariners, Expos, or, Yankees or whatever. And then obviously USC somewhere in there too. Pitch right down the middle. Come on, Rojas. Big swing and a miss. He actually had a pretty good series against the Orioles, surprisingly. No expectations for him. Colton Wong Jr., Colton Wong 2.0. 0-2 pitch. Got him. Just like Colton Wong. What's new? Next up, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Hello? Hello, Julio? Come on, man. We need you, bro. I don't have all these photos of you for nothing. Come on, baby. And we could really use one of these, even if it's just a solo ding. You feel me? That would, we're going to still lose, but at least that would help, be like, okay, like, finally got off the schneid a little bit here. That way I'm not just sitting here sweating in 100-degree weather for nothing. Like, I don't want to be sitting here getting a fucking goose egg in 106 temperatures. It was already hard enough doing 4 reaction videos, earlier today. 0 for 2 with a pop out and a strikeout. Hazel's just chilling in the hallway and she's hot. She's like, Daddy, what is this? I don't know. I don't know if it's like the South American, African, Australian weather, but it's just terrible. Like in a fucking rainforest in here. 4-0 Royals, 0-2 pitch. Julio popped up, routine play. 1-2-3 inning, terrible. Oh. I knew that we had a chance to make shit happen, but God, why are we playing this bad? JP Crawford, we need you. And sometimes people don't realize it until we start, playing a certain way. And then this should really open up the eyes of Mariner fans or occasional, Mariner fans. Like maybe they're going to start to realize how important JP Crawford is in the dugout, in the clubhouse, as a leader, on defense, and leading off. Like he is literally irreplaceable. He is unbelievable. All right, leading off for the Royals in the bottom of the 6, 0 for 2 with 2 Ks, left fielder MJ Melendez. Batting second, 0 for 2 with a K, DHing for Kansas City, Nelson Velasquez. And batting third, 0 for 1 with a base on ball and a K, first baseman Matt Beatty. Fuck, it's hot. Yep, definitely a trap game. 4-game set. Oh, we're going to sweep them, and whatnot. But again, the impact of JP Crawford is undeniable. Shout out to Cyberpunk helping out on the Twitter side. Hopefully we can get some goats to come through and we can end up finishing off on a good note today for all the hard work. These insane temperatures. We literally don't have a hit yet. We have literally 0 hits, 0 runs. At least we don't have any errors, I guess. But Salvador Perez homer to center, 429 feet in the bottom of the first. Garcia and Witt scored. And then obviously Bobby Witt Jr. made it inside the park home run to right center after an error there by our guy, Dom Canzone. Rough. All right, I need to get another drink. I'm not sure why the commercial went that way, but we have one away. They didn't even show it. Chopped. Right to Dylan Moore, which would have been JP. 2 away. There we go. Come on, Saucedo. I'm kind of like, 50-50 on him. Sometimes I really, really like him. Other times he really, really scares me. But at this point, it can't get any fucking worse. But I would have went with him instead of Thornton on that last start with the Orioles. But again, I'm not Scott Service, so. Pitch on the corner for a strike. Matt Duffy. Pitch is outside. 1-1 count. Pitch is low for a strike, even though that probably should have been a ball. 1-2 count. Come on, baby. I'm not giving up yet. 2-2 count. We just got to be able to get that pitcher out and then have 1 or 2 innings where we can just get, something. Obviously we don't got even a hit, but if we can get 3 hits in a row, that could be the inning where we can at least maybe get a run or 2 for pride. So, and if everything goes really well, maybe 3. But I mean, that's really a wish type of thing. So, wild pitch, and he walked him. What's new? Saucedo. Good at Saucedo, bad Saucedo. Good Taylor, bad Taylor. Taylor gang. Next up for the Royals, Drew Waters. Pitches outside, 1-0 count. Stop the bleeding, please. Pitches low and outside, 2-0 count. Bottom of the 6th, 4-0 Mariners. Depressing. It's bad enough. It's like 105, 106 degrees here in Oregon, where it's like the hottest temperatures I've ever experienced in my life, and we're having them for 4 days in a row. But to be able to put up a goose egg against one of the shittiest teams in baseball, even though they've been hot as of late, still doesn't make you feel good after that great, start for us in July after the break. Like this looks like the Mariner team in the first 50 games with the only good player was Jared Kelenic. This is what this Mariner team reminds me of today. Another hit for the Royals. Runners at first and second now. They got a little mound visit. I'm gonna go get something else to drink here. Another Snapple or something. All right, come on, baby. 1-0 pitch. Right down the middle, 1-1. Count on it, Kyle Spell. Come on, baby. 234 average, 4 homers, and 19 ribbies in 2023. Stop the bleeding. And we need to get something going here. Jammed him. And of course, we don't get that. Awesome. Bases loaded for the Mariners. I love it. Terrible. Fucking terrible. Even the jamming hits. I mean, what are we gonna do? And then a wild ass pitch from Saucedo or wild throw to first. You know, like some like little league shit. Like, are you even looking where you're throwing? Like, no, here comes Isaiah Campbell. Well, the only thing the Mariners got going for them is maybe we got one of the guys with the best mustaches in the league, but other than that, that's it. All right. How about we get a hit? I mean, that's how desperate it's got to the point where we're not going to win this game, but let's not get a no hitter on us. You know, we don't want to be that team being one of the best teams in baseball, and then the Royals end up getting a no hitter on us. That would be absolutely terrible. I mean, if shit that happens, we might end up losing a couple games in this series instead of maybe just one. Bases loaded, 2-0 pitch. That got the corner, painted it at least there. 2-1 count. There we go. 2-2 count. Bottom of the sixth, 4-0 Kansas City. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 2-2 count. Oh. Come on, Campbell. I saw that. UW at like 10th or something. I love that too. USC up there also. So, it's nice to be able to see what was known as the Pac-12 still, having some teams that look halfway decent. We don't got a defense though, so at least Washington and USC have a little bit of a defense. We don't got one, so yeah. I mean, why are we scheduling Portland State on the schedule? It's stupid. I mean, obviously it helps Portland State with the money and everything, but like just there's a walk. Well, we just walked in a run. That's what I usually like for us to do to an opponent, not for them to do it to us. I mean, it's bad enough it's 105, 106, but I guess we just have to get punched in the face a bunch today, huh? Well, pitching. Like I said, having a guy like Seawald, he wouldn't be in the game at this point anyways, but it shows you how important pitching is. Can't just get rid of guys. Hitting is nice and all, but 90% of the games are lost by pitching. And like I said, it's so hard to hit a goddamn baseball as it is. You hit 2 out of 10, you might barely have a job. You hit 3 out of 10, you might get a big contract. No one's hitting 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. So, unless you're like a Rise, I wonder what his batting average is. Right under 400. Popped up. Well, at least Julio didn't drop it. Awesome. 5-0 Mariners. Good job, guys. So 5-0 Royals. And we still don't have a hit, and it's the 7th inning. It's fucking disgusting. Yeah, but at least the Cardinals have a hit. We don't even have a hit yet. It's the 7th inning. We have not one hit. Not one. It's the Royals. Unbelievable. Well, hopefully we can get some dubs, against the Royals. Otherwise, I'm just going to be getting so hot and uncomfortable for 3-4 days in a row, and then just watch the Mariners just slowly fade away into non-existence out of the playoff picture. So hopefully that's not the case. And I get it if we're losing 5-0, but I mean, we should have like 4 to 5 hits by now, not 0. But I guess that's just one of those games, huh? No hitter. The Royals have a no hitter on us. But again, like I said, when JP leads off, then Julio sometimes will do good with him, or if he doesn't, then someone else will step up. Gino, Cal, Ty France, someone. But, a lot of people want to say, oh, Julio is the most valuable player on the team. He may not be. And it may be JP Crawford. It's starting to look like it. Come on, Gino. Come on, baby. We need you desperately. Pitch is outside. 1-1 count. Come on, Gino. Big swing and a miss. 1-2 count. One-two pitch. Check swing, but didn't go around. 2-2 count. Top of the seventh, the Royals have a no-hitter on the Mariners at this point. The most embarrassing fucking shit of all time. Strike three, got him. Unbelievable. It was outside, but still. Got the call. Figures, a guy that's got a 8-8 record with a 5.05 ERA is pitching a no-hitter against us with that face right there. That's the face of a no-hitter, apparently. All right, come on, Cal. Come on, Dumper. We need you. Come on, baby. Please, please, please. Someone get something. I mean, 5-1 is better than 5-0. .224 average, but Cal's got to 20 homers already. Big swing and a miss. 51 ribbies, .224 average is terrible, but 20 homers, for a guy that was injured at the beginning of the season and didn't really live up to the potential hitting-wise, but got hot after the break like I said he would, and he might end up leading the team in homers when it's all said and done. I mean, we'll see where he gets to, but we're still a terrible hitting team. Been stuck around 220 to 230 all year as a team. So Ace Ventura when nature calls, 2 spears and 1 in each thigh. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on right now. But still go M's. Even with the spears in our thighs. Got him. Man, another K. Next up, right fielder Dominic Canzone, and no one is paying attention. Everyone's chasing. A terrible pitch to fucking swing at. No patience. Like they gave up. Like it's already over. Like, well, fuck it. What's for dinner tonight? You know what I mean? That's what they're thinking. Ump is like, all right, cool. Get this game going. I want to go have a drink. It's dinner time. I mean, I don't like seeing our team just give up like this. Pitch is high, 1-1 count. It's a great movie. As I can just visualize his like facial expressions and his mannerisms. I mean, I used to watch him at In Living Color with my dad before he blew up. So, and even before that, Earth Girls Are Easy, in some of those movies, before he became kind of big with like Dumb and Dumber and Ace Ventura When Nature Calls. There we go. We got a hit. We got one. Yes. There we go, Dom. Yeah, you lost one, but then you gained one back. There you go. Fuck that no-hitter. All right, here we go. Next up, first baseman Ty France. Let's go. All right, you're off to Schneid now. Let's go. Let's go, Dom. And Dom's a rookie, so he's going to make mistakes and whatnot. But to do the trade for Seawald, and not knowing if he's going to be with us long term, and obviously Bliss and Dom Rojas was just like a bag of chips. It was extra, But if we can get Rojas, up there a little bit better, you'll have a player that might be not every day, but every other day. And then hopefully, if we get rid of Teoscar, then maybe Dom will play on that side with Julio, and then Kelenic on the left, or Cade Marlowe. So a combination of those guys in the outfield, and we just got to find the right 3 out of 4. So France fouled back. Rally caps. Two hours in. Top of the seventh, runner at first. 2 outs. Well, that was the best hit ball we've seen all day right there. Of course, it was foul. Come on, Ty. And when it's hot like this, I want to go outside and like take a walk, but I can't because obviously the weather is, I can't take Paisley out there. It's too hot. So, but even when the lights go down, I mean, the sun goes down and it's still going to be like 80, but as long as the sun's not beating on her, it will be all right. Come on, Ty. 1-2 pitch. Chop foul. Five zero Royals. Pitches outside, 2-2 count. Runner at first, 2 outs. Come on, baby. I mean, it's crazy to think that even just one swing could get us to 5-2 and then the momentum can start. But, I mean, nothing has shown that we're going to even get a homer this game, let alone a hit. We only got one. It's the top of the seventh. Pitches outside, 3-2 count. Now, if we can force a walk or if Ty can get hit by a pitch, I mean, he's like number one in Major League Baseball, I believe, been hit by a pitch. So, fuck it, hit him. As long as you're not injuring him and hit him in the head or whatever. But, he'll take one in the leg or the shoulder. Fuck it. Or just take a walk. Take a walk, Ty. But he probably won't. Oh, dribbler, force out. Of course we get out. Well, we got one hit. No more no. Standing ovation for him.
Salad routine is awesome. Want to be some of this lettuce to salad? No, I love salad. Mr. Bossman, he's trying to kill me. What?
Still Isaiah Campbell, huh? Oh man. Oh man. I mean, at least if it wasn't like 105 here, it wouldn't be as bad. But hopefully we get some goats to come through. Massey 1 for 2, 222 average, 10 homers, 37 ribbies. Pitch is low, 2-1 count. It's like at this point with the Mariners, anybody that comes in after the sixth inning, it's like a question mark. Like you got Brash, you got Topa, you got Munoz, but I don't know if we feel as confident as we did when we had Seawald and that group. Now it's just kind of like instead of like being confident in the mid relievers and the setup guy and the closer, now it's kind of like, well, at least for me personally, I don't have that same confidence in those mid relievers, setup guys, and closers anymore. It used to be like a confidence level of a 9. Now it's like a 5, and that's as a group for everyone. All right, Salvador Perez. Yeah, like I said, usually me and Paisley, we have a spot where we go up through like the forest and then we cut through like a park. We do that one in the morning for about 45 minutes to an hour. Woke up at like 5, 6 a.m. and went for a walk, even though I was tired because I knew that Paisley needed it before it got hot. And then usually we'll do a 30 to 45-minute walk at night, and just depending on how she feels, so that way we both can lose weight, and we can get that exercise and that fresh air, even if it's a little warm. So, and then it also gives her a chance to go to the bathroom and sniff around and taste things. Sometimes, she thinks it's a cat or a dog and it's like a leaf or like a squirrel or something. Bottom of the 7th, 5-0 Royals. 1-2 count to Salvador Perez. Perez in the gap, always killing the Mariners. What's new? He'd be a great player to have on the Mariners, Salvador Perez, even though he's older. But some things age like fine wine, and I feel like Salvador Perez, he's definitely aged appropriately, and he still is bringing it. I should have chose a different picture. Of course, I already knew that he was going to go off with this one. Next up, left fielder MJ Melendez. Yeah, very underrated. Pitch is low. Outside, 1-1 count. 0 for 3 with a ground out in the 6th. These are the type of games that are just depressing as fuck, especially when we actually, showed that we were one of the best teams in baseball. And then to, have some heartbreaking emotional losses to the best team in baseball besides the Braves, the Orioles, and then to come out with the energy of a toddler. It's like, come on. I mean, some toddlers have energy, but this is not good. 2-2 count. And I almost feel with like the body language and how we're playing, it's like we already gave up 4 innings ago. Like I don't see any fucking desire or heart out there. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Maybe the dono will help us go. Yes, that's true. $5 dono. Appreciate you, man. Things have been rough this year in 2023, and hopefully we get more people to show up and support. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. $5 holla. That always helps, especially when we're getting smacked around. Especially since I've been working since probably 9 a.m. today. So unbelievable. Another hit. What do you want to see for photos? Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Just wild to go from where we were in 2022 to how things are going in 2023. But I just have to have faith as we get into football season, things are going to turn around. That's what I was trying to tell Megan. You're going to jump into something like this, prepared for a rude awakening. It's like if you're not fully committed, you're not going to be able to make it if you have mental health issues with like depression and anxiety. Trying to do a YouTube channel and not getting what you want or what you feel you deserve. You got to be really fucking mentally strong. And luckily, I am. 5-0 Royals. But even though I'm mentally strong, it's not easy. I don't think anyone would feel good about grinding it out and, feeling that you're a little bit let down with how things went. But again, tomorrow is another day to prove yourself and for other people to show up and hopefully support. So, but it's not for the faint of heart, let me tell you. End of the 7th inning, 5-0 Royals. What do you want to see for a photo? Let me know and I got you. Yeah, every donation matters, though, and I appreciate you very much. Next up, 0 for 1 with a base on ball and a K, left fielder, Cade Marlowe. And I wonder if they're going to make a change with Mike Ford, but for the time being, if they don't make a change, DHing for Seattle, 0 for 2, Mike Ford. Maybe should be Tom Murphy, right? And then batting third, unless they make a change, 0 for 2, shortstop Dylan Moore. All right, Paisley, I'm getting there. All right, finally, we got a good Dom photo. Finally. It just took him like, I don't know how many games. I figured at some point or another they'll have some, so I don't have to use that one anymore. So that one will be gone. And we got a new one. There we go. Much better in the Mariner uniform. It only took him like 10 games. There we go. Still not very many, though, that are available. That one just became available. Like, just. Like, I looked earlier today and there was, not a whole lot. So, it's a nice one, though. One away. 30-year-old AC unit and gas furnace. 23,000. Wow. That is, yeah. Prayers up for that. So, is it possible to do the one and then do the other? Because then the gas furnace is more important as we're going into fall than the AC unit, right? So with the AC unit, you really only need it for now until the end of August, first 2 weeks of September. But then the furnace is going to be keeping you warm, so you're going to need to try to figure that out as we go into fall and winter. So, Mike, off the wall at least. There we go. Holy hell, Mike Ford finally was something. Okay. I mean, I'm starting to, okay. Next up, Dylan Moore. Let's go, baby. Jesus. All right. Well, Dylan Moore to first. Now they're starting to lose a little bit of their composure. Maybe Singer is getting a little bit tired. Wouldn't it be wild? Like the craziest shit ever is if we were actually to come back from this and win, or even to get it to 5-5 and to go into extra innings and then get let down like we did with the Orioles. But just to at least fight, you know. I know that's asking a lot, but there we go. There, base is loaded. There we go. So now we're getting one after another. Oh, $1 holla. Thank you. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. We're starting to get some hits. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Let me know what you want. I got you. Now, if we could end up getting, something here, that would be exciting. I mean, at least we're actually getting hits now. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. There we go. 1 run, 2 runs, 3 runs. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, Julio. Well, maybe the sports gods are like, damn, Orion's getting depressed. We need to fucking do something before he gets into this bad mode. Now, not so bad. But when you're getting a no-hitter on you from the fucking Royals, right? And then at least we can turn it around. Nice. We just had to wait for someone to get tired or replaced, right? And once the pitcher goes out, it's a whole new ball game. But there we go. Clear him out. It's just amazing how you can be just dog shit, dog shit, dog shit, terrible, 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 terrible. And then all of a sudden in one inning, you just get a couple in a row and then magic happens. Like baseball is so fucking cruel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Safe at third. But like, it's one of those things that, when things are going bad, like really, really bad, it's hard to be able to have that blind faith. You know what I mean? Especially with like being a Mariner fan, it's like we've only had really 4 good years out of like 35 since I've been a fan. That's a really tough number, you know? A lot of these other fans, they're just used to, hopping on a wagon of a particular team if they go that route, and success after success, like Patriot fans. But now Brady's not there. Then what did they do? Some of them switched to be Buccaneer fans, and others just left. Suarez, there we go. And this is unbelievable. That maybe the sports gods were like, this guy's gone through way too much. He's gone through it. There's no JP Crawford. He's only speaking facts. He's loyal. He's got Reflect and Sarah in the building. Things are going a little rough right now. And then you just got to have that blind faith. But sometimes it's hard, even for hardcore fans like us, to be like, yeah, we're going to do it. We don't want to lie to ourselves or anything, but hell, imagine if we were only down 3-0 and we could have took the lead, or if it was 4-0 and it's 4-4. Now we might end up losing, but at least we're fighting. But if we can actually get it to 5-5, or if we win the game, which I mentioned when we were down 5-0, can you imagine if we came back and tied it or won? And the sports gods heard that, and they're like, you know what? We've made these guys suffer long enough. Let's let the roll happen, right? Let's let the hits come. And wow, okay. All right, big dumper. We're down by a runner at first. I mean, could you imagine coming back and winning, this game? Like after all of that heartache and all of that, just crappy baseball and just getting beat up, we're just like, I feel like we're like Mike Tyson Punch Out. It's like we got past Glass Joe and a few of the guys, and maybe you're at Soda Popinski or one of the guys towards the end. You got past E Honda, and it's like we're just getting knocked down, knocked down, knocked down, knocked down, and there's like, do we have anything left? And all of a sudden, you get that starting pitcher out, or when he's reeling, when he's getting tired, and then all of a sudden we can rip off 4. That's when the Mariners are a playoff team. That we might, we're right there with the Blue Jays. You know, so it's a good feeling knowing that we can suck for like 7 or 8 innings, but we can still turn it on, like the Braves and the Dodgers. You know, their rosters are better than ours, and they can do it more often. But just kind of makes you wonder if we would have been able to hold them to 4 or 3 and not 5, that we could be ahead right now. So, yeah, can we pull the spears out of our thighs now? I think we can. Because even if we lose, it's at least we're seeing effort now. All right, 2-2 count to Big Dumper. Come on, man. This could be like a season defining comeback. They had a no hitter, and all of a sudden we might have been able to come back. Wow, you know. Got him. Damn it. Come on, Dom. Come on, baby. I mean, I'm a little delirious too because of just the weather and everything that's been going on, you know. So it's like I'm extremely like overheated and whatnot. But I got a fan on me. But top of the eighth, 5-4, runner at first, 2 outs. We need to strike while the iron is hot. Let's go. We need Sauer in the building and a few of the other Mariner fans, and we need all the support we can get. You know, 'cause you know they're watching, or they did watch. Ah, Lee struck him out. But at least we got 4. Hell, at this point, reflect. I would have been happy with 1. I would have been happy not with just 1 run, 1 hit. You know, there's like, give me something. You know, so then at least to go from that and to get that rally, that shows like the Mariners have it. We have the ability to go from literally nothing and then to get 5 hits and 4 runs in an inning. Even the Mariners surprised me to this day. So I guess we can only pull out 1 spear, but technically I think we can pull out 2. You know, if we had them in each of our legs, I mean, did we really think 4? I mean, we're talking about 1 run, we would have been happy. 2, wow. 3, it's a dream come true. 4, then we think we're going to get all of it back in 1 inning. But now for the dramatic part of it, unless Service wants to get ejected again, and then we can feed off that momentum, right? Now, all we got to do is hold them to nothing here and just get 1 and then go into extras. But instead of losing it like we did the Orioles, we got to win it. Because to act like we're going to get back-to-back really good innings is unlikely, but possible. You know, but I'm just trying to, you know, think of the scenarios in my head. But if we can hold them to nothing, get 2, and win the game, that would be obviously love at first sight, like a dream come true, right? But I'm not sure if that'll happen. We have to see what part of the order. But, you know, I think we can pull the spears out. But we're bleeding out a little bit, so we got to put some bandages on. But at least we stopped the bleeding to a certain degree, and 5-4 is a hell of a lot better than 5-0 and a no-hitter, right? So at least we're not getting embarrassed. I mean, even though we were. But baseball is fucking cruel. Let me tell you. It is cruel. Let's go. Topa in the building. Let's go, Justin. We can close it out here. Topa's pretty reliable. What would you say? Reflect. What would you say as far as Brash, Topa, Munoz? You know, not any of the, you know, Thornton and, you know, all the others that, you know, that we have that, you know, get a little bit of time. Campbell and all these other guys, right? But as far as our main Associado, no. But just between Brash, Topa, and Munoz, who do you like the best? Like out of those 3? Because I know Munoz can bring the fire, but sometimes he's inconsistent. Like as far as consistency is concerned, do we think Topa might be the best out of the 3? And then we know that Brash and Munoz have the skill set to be the best too, but who can we rely on? Who is the most reliable out of the 3 after Sewald left? Is it Topa? Is it Brash? Or is it Munoz? That's a tough question. Tough questions deserve tough answers. Topa. But I'm thinking it might be Topa. You know, it might be, you know, Topa, Munoz, Brash, or Topa, Brash, Munoz, you know?
Now, if Munoz had Seawald, then obviously he'd be higher on the list, and Seawald is number one, but he's no longer here. So it's a good question. But I think for me, it's Topa. I don't know how good he'll do here, but I think as far as confidence level, and then maybe Brash, and then Munoz has got to prove to me he ain't gonna fuck it up because it just seems like he throws hard, but he doesn't throw with good location sometimes. And with Brash and Topa, they throw with location, and sometimes they get wild. But I can kind of count on him a little bit more. Munoz is just kind of throwing the heaters, and hopefully it ends up being a strike. But sometimes he gives up homers because he throws 100, 102. You know what I mean? I don't think Brash and Topa give up as many homers, but I just hope we can get out of this inning, and then we can pray. Spire, Topa, Brash, Munoz, yeah. I'm not saying about the order, but who do you like the most out of everyone? Out of the four guys. Obviously, Munoz has the most upside and potential because he could be a closer or a setup man, but popped up. 2 away. Good job, Julio. Daniel in the building. What's good? I'm doing all right. How are you? Yeah, we got to get Michael Garcia out. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs, 2 for 3, 2 singles, a walk, and RBI and a run. This guy's been Mr. Everything besides Salvador Perez and Bobby Witt Jr. So we get past this, we'll be good. Big swing and a miss. Chipping away. It's like, O-Dog and Reflector in these hot-ass temperatures, 105. I mean, I got to see how got him. There we go, Topa. I wonder how hot it is now. 98 to 100. Fuck. Okay. Last opportunity here for the Mariners. What would you like to see for your dono, Sarah? Let me know what you want. What do we need? $92 to hit the goal. Maybe we can get a goat to come through. But at least we came out with a little bit of electricity after looking goddamn dead, right? For 7 innings. And then somehow we get 0 hits for 7 innings. And then we get 5 hits for 4 runs. And it just makes me sick to my stomach thinking that if we could have just been 4-0 and then 4-4, we could, now it's only 1 run. It's doable. We just got to hopefully have a good part of the lineup. And what part of the lineup are we in? That's the good question. All right, Ty France. All right, let's see if that's accurate. All right, he's 0 for 3. Let's go 1 for 4. So we're getting down to the nitty gritty. So it'll be either Ty France, Cade Marlowe, Mike Ford. And since he ended up getting a hit, I mean, I wouldn't mind Tom Murphy getting an opportunity, but since Mike went 1 for 3, I would have replaced him with Tom at some point. But that's what we're looking at. Ty France, Cade Marlowe, unless they make a change, and then Mike Ford. Let's go Mariners. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Brash has got the nasty. I 100% agree with you. Exactly. See, you know baseball, man. You know it. All right, I'll get you some Jordan. Did you see the card that I sent you? The Jordan Walker rookie. Somebody pulled that out of a pack earlier today, so I figured I'd share that with you. I know you don't really collect cards or anything, but anytime I find a cool autograph or like a serial number to 5 or 10 or a piece of a patch or a bat of one of our favorites, I'll like to share it. So yeah, I'll get you some Jordan Walker here in a moment. I want to get try to format 3. Only one is working so far, but hopefully I'll get another one here. This one looks kind of cool. There we go. Safe. The boo, boo, boo. They're booing. So take your hands out of your pockets, the fan said to the ump. Take your hands out of your pocket. Oh, they are losing it. They're losing their minds right now. I can't believe these guys are coming back. 2-2 count. I'll get you one Jordan Walker with the logo. Let me get you one more. Boom. Thank you. I appreciate you. Come on, Mariners. Walked him, baby. This was like literally one of the toughest games to watch. We have a heat wave here in Oregon, 100 to 160-degree temperatures 4 days in a row. I'm sitting here sweating my ass off. I've been doing reaction videos all day. We were down literally 5-0 for 7 innings, and somehow we ended up getting 5 hits and 4 runs in the 8th. And we actually have a chance to win this game or tie, which is fucking insane. But I guess that's baseball for you. No outs. Top of the 9th, 5-4 Royals. It'll be on the screen up above in the ticker. So that's what the ticker is for in the scoreboard there. Yeah, we got to run around first. Runner at first, Mr. Lopez. 5-4, top of the 9th. Got our ass kicked the whole game. Jose Caballero. Come on, baby. We can do this. We have to be patient in the box. And I think if we don't swing, now we got Teoscar there. If we don't swing, right, that's going to get us, guys on, either hit by pitch or we're going to end up taking, an opportunity to get, walked. I hope they listen to me. Come on, baby. Come on, Teoscar. You look so fresh and so clean right there. Let's go. Be patient. Number 1 in strikeouts in the American League. Do you have ego, or are you trying to win for us? Are you ego, or are you trying to be a team player and then maybe not swing at something that you normally would? Read the room. You know how some people can't read the room and they go in a room and they, just start mouthing off and shit? Like, you got to read the room. Read the situation right here. We don't necessarily need a home run. Would we love one? Yeah. Throw to first. Teoscar fouled off. Yeah, double will definitely score Jose. Jose's fast enough, but I mean, I would just rather have him walk. I mean, like I said, I like to be able to beat the odds here. 242 average, 17 homers. You know what I mean? Teoscar can, foul it off, foul it off. But if we can just find a way for him to get hit by a pitch or just take a walk, I mean, of course, it would be nice to be able to get an RBI in a clutch situation, but this is the guy that is number one. I'm not sure if he's number one in the all of baseball, but I know he's number one in the American League in Ks. So just don't strike out, dude. And don't hit into a double play either. Whatever you do, no double play, no DP. Teoscar, good contact right there, foul. How's Robin on a scale of 1 to 10? Double play. Oh, save. Wow. Well, at least they listened and it wasn't a double play. Good hustle. Ooh, that was close. Was he even safe? Oh, he got it. It went a little bounce right there. Nice. The Cardinals came back and beat the A's. There you go. Only Schwarber has more in all of MLB. How many more does Schwarber have than Teoscar? And then we got Ham Swaggerty coming up, huh? Why not Tom Murphy right here? Reflect. Why not Tom? Why Sam Haggerty? We already tried that a couple days ago and it didn't work. Why Sam Haggerty? Haggerty or Tom Murphy? Tom Murphy, right? Or am I crazy? Not saying that he can't do it, but for a guy that hasn't been getting that many reps, it should have been Murphy over Mike Ford at DH. Ford shouldn't even DH anymore. It should just be Tom Murphy and Cal. I mean, we had a 13-3 record when they both played together up to the Orioles series. So that's a pretty good win-loss record if you ask me, if they both play and Cal can feed off of that. And I don't give a shit who he catches. And this is a Scott Service move. So it's either going to be brilliant or he's a fucking idiot. Maybe they can walk him. I don't know. Maybe Service has something up his sleeve. I don't know. Just don't know if I trust Scott in this situation. Come on, baby. Please. Big swing and a miss. 0-2 count. Oh, Murphy. Why isn't it Tom Murphy? Like the only guy that's close to batting 300 for us. But no, we're just going to go with a guy that's got like 5 at-bats all year. All right. Pitches inside. 1-2 count. Chopper foul. I mean, do we trust this? Do we trust you? Do I trust you? I don't know with this move. A lot of questionable moves at the end of games where it hasn't worked out for us. 154 for Schwarber, 150 for Eugenio, Teoscar 149. Wow. Come on, Haggerty. Pitch is outside. 2-2 count. Come on. Top of the ninth, 5-4, 1 out, 2-2 count. Sam Haggerty got like a couple at-bats the whole season, and then we're putting him in this situation. I mean, you might as well put in Taylor Trammell or any of these other guys that are randos. 3-2 count. Good eye. Take the walk. Come on, Ham Swaggerty. Walked him. Man, sometimes we talk it into existence, don't we, Reflect? I mean, whatever it takes. And now in that situation, with Murphy striking out or popping up or ground out now, that's what we wanted. Just get another guy on where we might be able to win it here, or just get one and tie. Of course, we would love to be able, but we can't get greedy. When you get greedy in baseball, it never works out. But sometimes, it's like, oh, I want to win. But how about we just tie and then see where it goes? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when you ask for too much, you get disappointed. But if you just ask for a little from the sports gods, maybe we can just tie it and then win it in the 10th or the 11th instead of just being like, oh, boom, we're going to win it right away. That's being too greedy. Of course, we would love that, but how often does that happen? Out of 10 scenarios like this, that might happen one time. So out of the other 9, most of them are failure, but then another one of those, 10 opportunities, maybe you tie it up. So it's not very good, but it might be, we already had horrible dog shit, crap for 7 innings, and then we heat up for 2, and then maybe we can win. So your boy. Still don't know if I trust you. All right, Scott. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, if this was Scott from last year, maybe I trust you a little bit more because we were like, 15-5 in 1-run games, but then every once in a while you do a move and then you give me that kind of face. And then I'm like, oh, you motherfucker. I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know if that's a trustworthy face. Corny, but trustworthy? I don't know. Let's go, Mariners. But I'll tell you what, if we do come back and win this will be a springboard win for the rest of the series to make up for that pain of barely losing to the O's in the last 2 games. But again, no JP Crawford. Imagine if we had JP Crawford. Hell, I think we would have swept the Orioles or won 2 out of 3, and we would have probably, not gotten this position. So. How are you doing, Paisley? Are you okay? Almost done. All right, Dylan Moore. 1 out. We have an opportunity here. Now, if we end up getting bases loaded, right, then we're in a really good position because we're still number 1, number 2 in Major League Baseball with the bases loaded. When we have one guy on, one guy, runners at first and second, or runners on the corners, first and third, we're not good. But bases loaded, we're real good. Top 2 in Major League Baseball with the Dodgers. So let's see if we can get there. Oh, Dylan Moore almost got excited there. Dylan. Come on, baby. City connects. Let's go. It's wild that we were down 5-0. They were about to get a no-hitter on us for 7 innings. And then we ended up getting, 5 hits and 4 runs in the 8th? Unbelievable. That was his pitch. 0-2 right here. Don't strike out. Fuck. He got it. What did that? Would he foul it? Foul tip it? Oh, let me see. He foul tip? Oh, barely. Barely. Catcher dropped it. Thank God. Jesus Christ. Come on, Dylan. Let's go. 0-2 pitch. Pop foul. Come on. I mean, I'm not sitting in 105-degree weather for nothing. I mean, I can't do this for 3 days and have us lose every game. Not against the Royals. Come on. I mean, we want to make the playoffs, right? Got to beat teams like this. 0-2 pitch. Dylan. Tag up. Nope, no tag up. Shit. All right, 2 away. And now what? Josh Rojas? Are we doing that, or are we going to substitute him? So the Colton Wong 2.0 is this is the hero. This is the hero or the zero. Why not Tom Murphy? Hello, Tom Murphy? Murphy Tom? Hello? There's a guy that's batting almost 300, is sitting there. Hello? Hello? I mean, if we put Tom Murphy in the game, you have an opportunity for this to happen. I mean, you're telling me as a Mariner fan, you don't want this? You don't want those buggy eyes coming out for a dub? Come on. Come on, Rojas. He actually had a good series against the Orioles. So I'll give him that. Pop foul. Julio on deck. Come on, Mariners. 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. 0-2. This is not good. This is not good. Obviously, down 0-2. This is, normally, I would say 90% chance this is done. This is tough. 2-0 count, better chance, but. Top of the ninth, 2 outs, runners at first and second, 0-2 pitch. Please, sports gods. Chop foul. Please. Yes! 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 Single to center. Hernandez scored. Haggerty to third. Woo! Yes! You got to be shitting me. Woo! Yes! Yes! Get the fuck out of here. Roaring back. Wow. Wow. All right, Scott. Maybe you do know what you're doing. Maybe you do know what you're doing. Wow. Well, we got to win now. Now we got to win. Rojas. Hey, he better than Colton Wong. He actually can come up big. Let's go. Hey, we're down 5-0. Boom. 5-5. You ask the sports gods for a little help, they give it to you sometimes. Wow. Okay. We don't need to get greedy. Like, this guy's fucking got the hat, the shirt, the fucking do-rag, the chain, fucking sitting here in 105-degree weather in Oregon, losing 5-0 with the Royals with the no-hitter, and then all of a sudden in the 8th inning and the 9th inning, we wake the fuck up. And I like it. Paisley's like, oh, daddy. Yes, 6-5, let's go! Julio never comes up in the clutch. Julio! Yeah! Wow, we're going to win. We're going to win now. Let's go, baby. Julio coming up big. It's like, not just him, but the team. Yes, now Royals fans are booing. Ball in. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. 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 Let's go. Next up, Eugenio Suarez. What the fuck is happening? But like I said, sometimes you got to talk it into existence. And we said, hey, if we come back just 5-5, it would be great. But if we can end up winning the game, it could springboard us. They had a no-hitter on us for 7 innings. And then all of a sudden we busted out 6 runs in 2 innings. So the Mariners are a playoff team. We're like the Blue Jays. We're very, very reliable at times and very unreliable at other moments. And, sometimes we'll play up to our potential and sometimes we don't. But one thing that we do have is heart. And let's go. Reflect. Take out the spears, baby. 6-5 Mariners. And this will be a game that we remember for the rest of the season if we come back and win. Being down 5-0, no hits. It looks like they're going to throw a no-hitter on us. And all of a sudden, we just need 2 innings. Count them. 2. And we found a way to possibly come back and win. Awesome. Awesome. I don't even know what to say, man. Sports gods, you're just too good to me. But again, sometimes we just have to talk it into existence. Reflect, you know? No one else cared. A lot of Mariner fans turned the game off. They got pissed, you know? But, you know, to be a hardcore fan when we've only had 4 good years in 35, 4 good years in 35, you got to stick it out, right? Eugenio, let's go. Just like in the playoff game against the Blue Jays, right? Exactly. Everyone wanted to count us out. There's no way we're going to come back from 8 runs down or 7 runs down and 9 runs down. But, you know, a part of it is you have to believe, a little bit of luck, and then you just have to be able to encourage each other. And one guy has to start the run, and then you get motivated. Oh, shit, he did it. Why? I mean, if Rojas can do it, I'm Julio. I got to do it. I can't be the failure. If Rojas got on, there we go. Pitch is high, 3-2 count. I believe it was, 8 runs, I believe. And that's why I feel that the Blue Jays, Orioles, and the Mariners are very similar. They're always going to give pub to the Rangers, the Astros, the Yankees, the Rays, and these other teams. But I feel like the Orioles are on the come up, but the Blue Jays and Mariners are similar. Walked them. Bases loaded, the Mariners are dangerous. Again, we looked into the stats at Baseball Reference. When we have one guy on, we're not good. When we have guys on first and second, we're not good. We usually hit into a DP, a double play. When we got guys on first and third, we're not good. But for whatever fucking weird reason, the Mariners are a top 2 team with bases loaded, even though our team hits for 230 average the whole season. I don't know what that means, but for whatever reason, we get to that point and we're like, well, we suck ass, but we're good here. Let's get it going. And them and the Dodgers, I have to look now. Maybe the Mariners are number 1 in baseball with bases loaded. Up to a few games back, it was the Dodgers 1, Mariners 2, but it was only off by a little bit of homers and a little bit of ribbies. So we might actually have taken the lead now. And then we still have bases loaded, which plays into our favor for the analytics and the statistics, And now we got big dumper. Could you imagine if he goes grand salami right here? Could you imagine? Could you imagine with the dumper, with the big booty Judy? Huh? I mean, that's asking a little bit too much, right? But bases loaded, though. Now, if it was the Red Sox or the Blue Jays, then yeah, Cal's going yard, right? Go get the rye bread and salami, fucking, grand salami, right? Rye bread, mustard, grand salami, baby. But we don't even need that. Hell, I'm just happy we got the lead. And the momentum is in our favor. Foul? Oh, just foul. And you know what's really crazy, too, on top of it, Reflect, is when you do it as a team that normally isn't clutch, and we're doing it with 2 outs. It's one thing if we did it with 0 outs or 1 out, but also we've been on the flip side where we've had bases loaded, no outs, and we've lost the game and not even been able to get 1 run. You know how depressing it is as a baseball fan to have bases loaded at the end of the game with no outs, and all you got to do is get a sacrifice to get 1, and you don't. So that was close. That would have brought in at least 1 or 2. What a comeback. Let's go. 20 homers. Let's make it 21, baby. Or give me a ribby. Oh, big swing and a miss. 1-2 count. Come on, Cal. Come on, dumper. Out of all my players on the Mariners, I think I have it's Julio, Cal Raleigh, Eugenio Suarez, J.P. Crawford, Bryce Miller, and obviously George Kirby. And then if I had to go one after that, probably Castillo. But I have a lot of respect for Murphy and some of the others. But come on, Cal. If you're in my top 3, top 5, let's go. And sometimes he will be inconsistent. I get it. I know you were getting on him, and Murphy is a better hitter, but Cal can give you that home run power, and he gives you something sometimes Murphy can't, is with that momentum. Sometimes Murphy gets the big hits, but no one follows. But sometimes with Cal, when he gets it, people follow after. And he's super emotional, Cal's had a lot of emotional plays for the Mariners, just as many as anyone else on the roster currently. But he's probably going to get out here. Yep, there it is. Strikeout. Well, we still took the lead, so fuck it. Fuck it. It's all right, Cal. Julio, being Julio. Nice job. And a lot of times, if Julio is up and there's nobody on or one guy on, what happens? He fucks up. He strikes out. He grounds out. He pops up. But when other guys are doing it before him and it's not really necessarily on him to be the hero, then he comes through. Less pressure. So what a fucking comeback, huh? What a fucking comeback. Mr. Williams in the building. How are you? What's good, dude? We were down 5-0. The Royals had a no-hitter. We had no hits in the 7th inning. We go in the 8th, right? And then we end up having a little magic, right? 4 runs, right? 5 hits in the 8th, 2 runs and 2 hits in the 9th. And now all of a sudden, instead of the Royals throwing a no-hitter and me staying in a 105-degree temperature in Oregon, that we might actually squeeze out a win. Unbelievable. But it's not going to be easy. Due up in the bottom of the 9th, the really heart of their order. And if we win the game, we're going to earn it. Okay? We're going to earn it. All right, leading off, 2 for 4 with a run into RBI with a base on ball. He's been fantastic today. Third baseman Michael Garcia, spelled Maikel. So he's different. He ain't Michael. Okay, I see you. Original dog. Batting second, a guy that had an inside the park homer. We already know how great he is. He's the catalyst. Shortstop and third baseman Bobby Witt Jr. Brash is coming in. And then second baseman, batting third, Michael Massey. We don't really fear him. So it's just the first 2 guys in the order. Unless it ends up being Bobby Witt Jr. right out of the gates here. We'll see. That's what the ESPN was saying, but we'll see. It went to commercial break. Yes, it's. I did 4 reaction videos, and I have 4 more to do all 16 of week 1. So it was hot as fuck. I took Paisley for a walk at like 5 a.m. and it was 70 degrees. Now it's like 100. And I took her for a walk last night at like 11 and it was 80. But it is what it is. But we have 4 days of 100 to 106. I've never experienced that in my life here. So pray for me. And now we have our catalyst, Brash, and maybe he can be the hero. Now they got Bobby Witt Jr. because that was from the previous inning. Okay, that's good that we don't have to deal with Michael either. So, but Bobby is crazy good. Bobby Witt Jr., he's like the Adley Rushman of the Orioles, the Julio Rodriguez of the Mariners. Sometimes you need that guy. He's the guy. They got to build around him. So 6-5 Mariners, bottom of the 9th, 0-1 count, 3 for 4 with an inside the park homer. 0-2 count. They don't like that. Bring the nasty. Thank you, Mr. Williams, very, very much. We had a very off day today. And I appreciate you. $69 dono to help us out for mental health. Thank you, dude. Sometimes, we need a goat to come in to save us, and you did. Thank you. It was pretty rough. Nice when we see the heavy hitters come through, and they come through big. $69 dono. Mr. Williams, I appreciate you. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks. Cactus Jack. Bang, bang, $69 dono, baby. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let me know what photos you want, and I got you. Thank you so much, man. It was a little rough today. 2-2 pitch. Pitch is low. 3-2 count. Bring the nasty. Oh, very good game, bro. And I haven't done the Chargers Rams reaction video, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to do all 4 games that I didn't do yet, which is the Browns is one of them, the Jets and the Panthers is another, and then the Chargers and the Rams, and then one other game. So, I mean, if I'm going to do reaction videos, I might as well try to do them all, right? Which no one else, I don't think, will do that. I mean, there might be one other YouTuber that might have that dedication. So, 3-2 pitch. Fuck. Bobby Witt Jr., Jesus Christ. 77. Now we're getting close to the goal. 23 is doable. Yes, very, 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 very much appreciated. Your boy. 12th hit for the Royals. But Mr. Williams, your boy's getting good at the thumbs, man. I don't got to pay for him anymore. I got downloaded a program, so now everything is looking so fresh and so clean. You feel me? Eddie Freeman, which I assume is, wow. Freddie Freeman, I assume. Unless Eddie is his brother, his long-lost brother, Eddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman's brother, Eddie. It should be the Dodgers and the Braves this year. You know what I mean? That's like, you got two really good teams in the National League, and that's it. I mean, there's other teams that kind of hop up there once in a while, like the Diamondbacks, but let's be real. It should be the Braves and the Dodgers. But in the American League, there's like 6 to 8 teams that are like pretty fucking good. We're definitely a little bit more top-heavy on the American League side. Thank you so much, man, for your love and appreciation for me and the channel. It's been very challenging in 2023, but thank you so much for your generosity. It means everything. Massey fouled off. Oh, it's all good, bro. It's all good, my brother. Come on, baby. Literally, they're trying to do the run and gun. I see that. They'll be doing that shit. I appreciate you, brother. Brother. Gotta put the Dodger logo up for you. Appreciate you so much, bro. Thank you. I'll get you a few more once we get a little bit further on in this game. My mouse, my little rolly thing started stopped working, so now I have to like grab the position and scroll it up and down, which is a pain in the ass. You finally got new a phone. Bottom of the ninth, 6-5. Jesus Christ. That could have been bad. Yeah, iPhone or Android? I think 90% of people, it seems like, have an iPhone. But I'm an Android guy. So, they always like to talk shit or whatever, but I don't know. I like it. I've always had an Android, and I don't think I'll ever. I have an Apple computer, which I absolutely love, but no iPhone, though. See, I knew we had something in common. Damn, a terabyte. Nice. And I'll maybe squeeze in a little bit of best friend, little best friend. 2-2 pitch. Fuck. Oh, no. Runners on the corners. Brash, no good. Boo. Brash, boo. Topa, good. Yay. Brash, boo. Seawald, where are you? This is not good. Now they might tie it in and go as into extras now instead of us winning the game. Drama dog. It's like, oh, Ryan, how would you like to sit in your room in 105-degree temperatures for the rest of your life? Oh. I'll get you a couple more Dodger players while I'm just waiting here. Squeezing a Clayton Kershaw if I can. And how about another? I appreciate you with your donut. I'll get you a few more, bro. Come on, baby. Yeah. All right, come on, sports gods, please. Come on. Pitch is low. All the apps. All the space. 6-5 Mariners, bottom of the ninth. Runners on the corners, no outs. Not looking good. Salvador Perez, the OG, triple OG. Even though at the end of his career, he still got 19 homers. And like I said, I always know that he's going to do something big against the Mariners. And of course, when I end up, having, him, I choose this goddamn photo after he had actually homered, right? So I'll still show love because I'm not an asshole. So hopefully me being not biased will help us here. Come on, baby. Yes! Big swing and a miss. Come on, baby. You say, yeah, Royals. Me like you, Kershaw. Me too. Pitch is outside, 2-2 count. Did you get a chance to watch the Rams game against the Chargers at all, Mr. Williams, or the replay, or no? I'll do the reaction video for you tomorrow. Like I said, I got 4 games more to do, and then I would do all 16 in week 1, which is fucking insane. But like I said, there's no excuses for me. What? It's 105 degrees? Fuck it. 2-2 pitch. Please, God. Please, sports gods. 2-2 pitch. 3-2 pitch. Fuck. We definitely could lose the game here, too. It's unbelievable that we were down 5-0 after 7 innings. The Royals were going to get a no-hitter on us. Then we got 4 runs in the 8th and then 2 in the 9th. There it is. Tied up 6-6. Motherfuck. Salvador Perez. Tagged up. There he goes. Late. Now we just got to pray that they don't win the game. Safe at third. Motherfuck. We might lose this now. Fuck. What an emotional game. Brash, boo! Not reliable, dog. Can't pitch late in games, dog. You're not it, dog. And Munoz, I would say the same thing. Topa, maybe you need to be the guy at the end. Because you gave up Seawald, and obviously that's the only guy that can pitch late. Obviously the other guys can't. And pitching in the 6th is much different than pitching in the 9th or the 10th. I get it, but... Bunt. And the game's over. And we just lost. 7-6 final. Fuck. Wow. Brash, boo! Oh, we just lost. Congratulations to the Royals. I can't be a hater. They deserved it. And all the fireworks are going off now. Oh, golly. All right, let's get some photos up for Mr. Williams. That one hurt. That one hurt desperately and bad. But at least we didn't get a no-hitter on us. No, it's through the game. I'm not. He said, oh, dog soundtrack. Or maybe I did click it. Did I? Oh, maybe I did. Yeah, I did. I thought that was through the stream itself, but then obviously they have stuff that they can use. Good call right there. I was going to say, I closed the stream and then it was still going. I was like, what is going on here? It's my theme music. That's tough. Let's throw up some photos here. Let's get some more Freddie Freeman for you. Do you want Cooper Kupp or anything like that? So now with reaction videos after that goddamn loss. So tomorrow, boo Brash. Boo, I got to do my Mariner friends here. Boo Brash. Boo Brash. Okay. And then, so now I have left for the reaction videos. I've done every one except for the Commanders, Browns, Broncos, Cardinals, Jets, Panthers, and then the Chargers and the Rams. So I'll do those 4 tomorrow, more than likely, or at least 2 of the 4. So.
Mr. Wolfhard, where were you the night of the last full moon? If you must know, I was bottle feeding in orphan baby deer. Interesting, so you wouldn't recognize this patch of werewolf hair we found at the crime scene, would you?
All right, let me delete some of these other photos, and I'll get some photos up here for you. Let me know whatever you want. Here's a couple of the ones that Sarah had with Jordan Walker before I delete them. Maybe Topa should be our closer.
Okay, sir, but make it quick.
I'll throw up a couple Mookie bets. I'll sprinkle in some dodges for you. Let me know what you're thinking, and I got you. God, I can't believe we lost that game. Hey, you know what? I've been a fan since '85, and we've had 4 good years out of 35. So you might have been a part of that too, or maybe just as of recently, maybe through the 2001 Mariners and in the last 20 years. But you know, it is what it is, man. Nothing surprises me anymore. All right, let's get some Rams photos up for you. But I was debating either doing the Raiders and Niners or that Chargers Rams. But since you came in the room, that's definitely a sign for me to do it. So I'm going to do that for you tomorrow. And I didn't get to watch any of the games, so I am kind of interested to see, you know, both teams. So, and I have friends that represent both teams too. So that's another reason. Let's throw up some Cooper Kupp for you. Hopefully he'll have a rebound season. Best friend, it's the best friend.
Jerry, have we reached a verdict yet?
Your Honor, we find the defendant.
How hot is it in Cali right now for you, Mr. Williams? I got some fire ones too. I got to get your Rams logo here, though. Give me a sec. It's all about the effort, you know? See if this is big enough. Boom. Yeah, baby. That looks so much better. Something, just a little effort on just putting a little logo or something, you know? Woo, baby. Man, it's hot. Paisley's like, oh, this sucks. It's so hot here, Dad. I know, my honey. It's the best friend. And hopefully he has a top 5 season. You know, obviously from that record-breaking season during the Super Bowl, maybe he won't never be a top 5 receiver, but he should still be in the top 10 conversation. But I think his skill set is still top 5. It's just that, can they get someone to give him the goddamn ball, you know, post Matthew Stafford era, you know, after that's done? That's going to be the real question. And also how long Aaron Donald stays. But at least you got the Super Bowl when it mattered, right? You got rid of Jared Goff. He should have some success with Detroit, but you made the move at the right time, and then you ended up getting the Super Bowl, the Lombardi. So Yes, they do. Yes, you know it, dude. And they just picked up Dalvin Cook too. So today, 85. Okay, so you're not melting like me right now. Right near the beach, boy. Okay. Anything else that you want to see, bro, before I go? You let me know. Anything else? Like I said, I can grind it out a little bit longer and whatnot, but unbelievable. 104 degrees. This is this temperature. 100. This is insane. Okay, 100, 104, 99, and then 93, and then Friday's 83. All right, I'm gonna do some Aaron Donald since we got this up here. Oh, I can't believe we lost that. That's rough. But let me know if there's anything else that you want, bro. I appreciate your generosity, and if I need to throw some more photos up for a little while for you, I will. Whatever you want, bro. Who's the man? Mr. Williams is the man. Who's the man? You the man. Who? You. That guy right there, Mr. Williams. Yeah. Their team is going to be good now because the sweepstakes for Dalvin Cook was supposed to be Dolphins or Jets. So now with that team, they should be the fourth best team in the AFC now. Chiefs, Bengals, Bills, Jets with Aaron Rodgers, Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, and Dalvin Cook. And you already got Quinnen Williams and Sauce Gardner. You still have holes on the O-line and the defense. But, if Rodgers plays halfway decent, like they should be able to get to 10 to 12 wins. Now I got to get a Jet logo. See if this one's big enough. Maybe this one will be bigger. There we go. What are we, 23 away? But it's also going from green to green, so it's like it's a little different or whatever, but it's going from Packer green to the Jets. It's not like Brett Favre going from the Packers to the Minnesota Vikings with the purple. So that what I'm saying. So it's a little bit easier on the eyes and not as shocking to me. But still, it is different. It's weird. But it was weird, like when Brady came to the Bucs, it was just weird, you know? It's like it'll take some time to get used to it. But I imagine if the offensive line can do a halfway, good of a job, he's got just as good of weapons there than he does, obviously when he was at Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers. He might not be everyone's cup of tea, but he's a good player. That's true. And they could be the fourth best team in the AFC. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can get good production out of those guys, Sauce, Quinnen Williams on defense, have other guys feed off them, Rodgers and Breece Hall and obviously Dalvin Cook start balling together. And Garrett Wilson might be the best one out of all those guys. He might be the next Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson type of receiver, like a brand new Devontae Adams, but now it's Garrett Wilson. So baby. I mean, like I said, Chiefs, right? Chiefs, Bengals, Bills, and then who's the fourth best team? You might be looking at it right here. That's possible. It's possible. $828. I wonder how hot it is still right now. What's the current temperature with O-Dog? 94 degrees. Is that nice? Rodgers. All right, man. I appreciate your dono and your support. And like I said, I'm glad that you came through and watched the game with me. Too bad we couldn't make a memory that we won, but at least we found a way to at least keep it somewhat good and interesting. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be doing reaction videos tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. After I take Paisley for an hour walk, and then the Mariners play around the same time at 5 against the Royals, and hopefully we can get a dub this time around. Anything else that you want to be able to see, Mr. Williams, before I go? Oh, NFC to AFC. Yeah, that too. Good point. I mean, if it wasn't like 100 degrees in this room, I would be like, yeah, let's hang out for another hour or something, but it's been a long day. Especially with, reaction videos, it's like you do those and, you hope you get, you hope you get support with those. Are you good? Okay. I appreciate you very, very much, man. Come back soon. And I'll message you here on Instagram in just a second or whatever, just to say my thank yous and give you my piece. So I appreciate you very, very much, man. Thank you for coming in and saving the day. Because I think we were literally at like $8 with Sarah and Reflect and nothing else from anyone else. So, obviously support is sometimes really good. Sometimes it could be better. And thank you so much for coming through and saving the day. I appreciate you very, very much. All right. Well, I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. Final score, Royals 7, Mariners 6, and a heartbreaker. But I'll be back tomorrow with some reaction videos as well as Game 2 of the Mariners and the Royals. And I got one question for you. Who talks sports like us? Your boy Orion, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Gang.